different different.
I don't know that hurt earthquake. That one's crazy.
Yeah, the earthquake is crazy. So, I think the tsunami is like.
The nuclear attack one's crazy.
I forgot what that one sounds like.
It's like.
Have you heard it? The ones from Japan though.
Yeah, for the earthquake.
They're so cute. They have like little.
The earthquake
jingles.
is cute.
The ones at Japan, yeah, it has like a little jingle. It's like.
That was like.
That's just like a normal thing.
No, because like the American ones are like oh.
I was like.
I thought Japan siren was something crazy.
Actually, it's this exact sound.
Japan is like.
It's my ring. It's my alarm.
It's your
sound.
alarm.
Yeah.
Why? Why'd you make it your alarm?
You're about to hear why I made it my alarm.
You're like, I love it when Japan's getting.
No,
like the best way I can describe it.
There's 0% chance, not zero, but like there's a very low % chance I sleep through this thing.
The best way I can describe, yeah.
Oh, that's
like that.
Oh, that's the alarm.
And then
the
it's
best way
like
I can describe it from Japan.
This
It's like
is the national service.
Where is that?
it's so cute. It's
That's a Zelda sound effect.
I heard it. I was like, this. I don't know how anyone could be scared of this.
I just acquired an item.
Right? That's what I thought when I
Devin's
first
like,
heard
I mean,
it.
you're not supposed to be scared of
Devin's like, I mean, like if it's scarier, it gets your attention more. That I'm
also
like,
if it's more abrupt, then yeah, it gets your attention.
Yeah, it gets your attention. That's what,
but
let's put you in alert.
I'm like, whoa, what's that? I got an item all of a sudden.
I mean, that would alert me. I'd be like, oh, what's that?
It
doesn't have to scare you.
I'm starting
I don't know. I feel like it'd be better if you get scared over.
You know what's crazy though is that we have like.
Because it scares you. The first thing you're not thinking of, oh, I don't know what that was. You're wondering, why am I getting scared?
Exactly. So something is happening. If you gotta be alert.
If just a subtle ring, you're like, oh, what was that? You'll check it out. Where it's like scaring you. You're not gonna be like, I'll check it out, unless you're like random white dude in a horror movie.
What?
I like the Fade Jose.
Well, I thought they kissed over there.
Nah, so I was like, oh, y'all making out?
Why would you think that?
Anyways, welcome to this episode of the JWP podcast. I'm Gabe, your usual host, joined by Eduardo and Devin and Tyler today as well. No one gonna say hello?
Yeah, but anyways, you know what's crazy?
Yeah,
you know we have like the first Saturday of the month we have the tornado tests, right? For the tornado alarms. I think it almost like desensitizes me because like sometimes I don't even like hear it. Like I hear it, but like I don't like
recognize it. Yeah,
what it is. So it's like I'm just like, oh, it's just like a test. You know what I mean?
The place.
Do they use the same one? Do they use the same one?
Well, it's because you're used to it. They do it every Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, not every Saturday, but the first Saturday.
The beginning
of
of every Saturday.
I just don't hear it. I don't think it's because I'm used to it.
Well, I don't hear it where I live now, but I used to hear it back when I lived over there from the high school.
Oh yeah, because you have one right there.
Yeah, I had one right there. I'm like dude.
Our house, where the church is, it's right there. So it's pretty close to our house.
Yeah, I could tell because I can tell when like the siren is like not facing us.
But like it's gotten to the point, because it oscillates. It's gotten to the point where like I don't even register that it's like I know it's there. I could hear it, and I'm like, this is annoying. And I don't register like.
But don't they use like
this is a test?
Don't they use a different siren for tests?
It's the exact same test.
Why would they use a different siren?
That would be like,
5 minutes.
This is the test siren. This is the serious siren.
That would defeat the purpose of the siren.
Like,
no, Eduardo, it's the exact same one, except after like 7 minutes or something, they go like, this is a test of the tornado system. And then it stops.
That would completely defeat the purpose.
Like if they change it, and then they'll be like, what is that? That's not what I'm used to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they changed it,
you'll be more aware because you'd be like, what is that noise happening right now?
Yeah, you'd be, what is that noise? And you die.
Yeah, you don't know what is going on right now.
You would have no alert.
You'll be like, I'm not safe. This isn't what I'm
used to. Or
they
just test the same sound. It's like, oh, that's the tornado siren sound.
So if I just like connect to the intercoms and start playing some sound, you'd be like, ooh, run to safety.
Nah, because if you start playing like what's Young Boy, I'd be like, oh dang.
Well, you gotta get started.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
yo.
Everyone's getting gritty. He's like,
yeah.
But nah.
Did they have the gritty in Fortnite?
Yeah.
Because I saw Moon doing it. You were like,
I was playing with Mason,
shop and I was like, ooh, they're
and this guy headshot me from like 500 meters away. He started getting gritty. He's like, I was like, oh my god, I hate this game. Bro.
No, I'm just saying, something like, I ain't never got gritty dog when I was playing Fortnite.
Dude, I still meet people.
I got a headshot from across the map. It's got.
Man, I never been headshot in the new gen Fortnite.
I always hit people with meat.
Hey, yo.
You know, like
that's the old
meat.
gen though.
Yeah, meat.
Whenever I see someone spectating me, I go meat.
True. I remember
real disrespectful.
I started that trend, and then everyone was like, "Why would you doing this?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
And then we all did it.
I don't think we all did. I think it was just me and you.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else did it.
I swear I thought
I don't think I have it.
No, Eddie had it, but Eddie didn't do it because Eddie's like, nah.
Contrarian or whatever.
What's funny is
You're
like
just
last
throwing out
night,
words, bro.
No, you just throw it out because I say that.
Yeah.
Tyler said it once, and the world's like, yeah, that's
Everyone's
Eddie
like, yeah,
now.
true.
Eddie is a contrarian, true.
I'm
What's
like, oh, that's a
contrarian mean?
word. I'll
What's
put that in my
contrarian mean?
vocabulary.
You know what the
when they
word
want to go
means.
against the.
Hey, yo, we're kind of getting smart over here.
I wouldn't say
It's
that.
called
Anyways,
context clues.
No, it's funny. Like last night, we were playing Valorant, and
Go
I was
Google.
like, it was the last game of the night. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hop off. My computer froze, obviously, because it does that in Valorant. And it was, I was like, okay, well, I was gonna hop off anyways. And he's like, thank fuck, bro. I'm tired of playing Valorant. I'm like, you don't have to play. Like, I got in there. I was like, what you guys up to? And he was like, oh, we're just all kind of doing our own thing. I'm like, okay, Eduardo, Gabe, you trying to play Valorant? And he's like, oh, fine, I guess I'll play Valorant too. I'm like, bro, you don't have to. You don't gotta play.
He
You know what I mean?
expects being included.
Yeah, he got major FOMO.
It's like, bro, just don't play.
What's FOMO mean?
Fear of missing out.
Oh. I never heard of it. I never heard that term.
Seriously?
No. Maybe
You missed a chance to hit him with a These Nuts joke, Eduardo.
Is there
What's
a
FOMO?
There's a that
FOMO balls in your mouth.
What?
Fit more balls in your mouth.
No.
Better fit more balls in your mouth.
That's what I was like, these are the next joke,
I
but then
got it.
Tyler responded like, oh, is that your term?
Yeah.
Is that how we got Natalie with the honeydew one? Because he
Yeah.
responded. She was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's safe."
Well, no, I was mad at you because I was like,
You were also
as a
coping,
black
too.
man,
True.
you
You
were
were
a
coping.
I was coping. Okay.
Yeah, you
I,
felt-
I like how that's your
You
answered
actually
everything.
were.
I like
You were
how,
like-
Well, you
that's how-
fell for it.
I didn't
did.
fall for it.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you
It was
did.
more like
Devin, I heard the
I was
episode, you
talking.
fell
I was
for it.
talking directly to Gabe. I
you're
really
like,
was
yeah,
like,
What's
what?
a small version of a watermelon? Devin's like, honeydew, and Gabe's like,
Eduardo said something about honeydew. Gabe said, "What's a honeydew?" And
No, I did not.
No,
That's
he
not how
didn't.
the
He said-
conversation.
No,
happened.
you said you never had honeydew, right?
no, he said,
No.
hey Devin, what's the small version? Like it's like a small watermelon. And you're like, you said something else.
No,
and you're
I
like,
was-
and Gabe's like, nah, it's not that. And you're
I was
like,
upset.
honeydew, and he's like, yeah, honeydew's nuts for your
I was upset at him because he said you never had honeydew. That's what
That
I was
must have been
upset
after the
about.
recording because the recording ended with he said, okay, we can end it there. And-
Tyler, I can just play the. I can,
Go for it.
I'm gonna do
Do
this.
it
I'm
then.
gonna do this
Do
again.
it then.
yeah, pull it out. Pull
Get your evidence. Do it.
Oh, you actually want me to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Well,
No,
I don't know
I know
if
the
it's-
exact. I didn't say I never had it. I said I didn't know what it was, so I
Oh,
wanted you
okay.
to say it.
That's why he was like,
Yeah,
what
that's-
is the
That's
small
why I get
version
you to
of the
say it. I
Oh,
say,
okay.
what is it?
Then
It's not like-
in my brain, I misheard because I thought you were saying you didn't know what a honeydew was. I'm like, this nigga's just dumb.
Yeah, that is what happened. But it's not that I didn't try it. It's I didn't know what
Oh,
it was.
okay.
Yeah, that's how I get you with it.
Damn, it's crazy.
Speaking of crazy, y'all hear that new Joji song that came out like a week or two ago?
I don't follow. I don't
I don't
follow
follow
Joji.
Joji.
Well, no, it was on TikTok. And it
Ever
was
since he
like,
became Joji, I
and everyone's like talking about, it's like, oh, he's talking about like, you know, his ex-girlfriend and whatever.
Oh, that
and he
song.
misses
Yeah,
her.
I've heard it.
But then it's like they're actually talking about like the Filthy Frank, the iDubbbz, the Max
Mm.
Mofo, and everyone's like, I miss the old days.
I
It's
miss
been
the
kinda
old
crazy.
filthy.
But like the song's actually pretty good. I listened to it. It's a pretty good song actually.
He makes good music. I still follow him.
Me
Yeah.
either.
There's only like one Joji song I'll listen
He's
to.
a Dancing in the Dark or whatever it's called.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he has good music. When I get out of my rap bag, I'm gonna get into the
Your
Joji
rap
bag.
rap bag.
Rap. Is that double fruit?
My rap rap
The
fruit.
rap. I like, word up, Uzi, and I'm like,
Why you just...
Is it the rap fruit model Uzi?
Uzi. Rap
Right now
rap
you're
fruit
in
model
Juice
Dave.
WRLD?
What will that
I'm
entail?
model Dave.
Oh, you're in Lil
Dave?
Dicky?
Yeah, cause I be like chilling. Like,
You
Model.
be chilling.
Model Dicky.
What power do you get? Do you get like a small dick or?
yeah, so I get a small dick, but like I get good at rapping. Like,
Okay.
I get good at like speaking
Oh.
things,
Speaking.
like in a rap formation,
Yeah.
but like in his style. So it's like if you hit like the rap fruit model Kanye, you become like a Kanye type artist.
A great
That is
producer?
crazy. I'm like,
Yeah, you get like the same way he raps, or it's like you get like the Uzi rap the same style.
so I just rapped like Kanye
Yeah,
basically.
but you can like
You don't
do
get
it,
his
but you
producing
can do it like
skills?
off the dome, and you could become a good producer. Yeah,
Ah, so I'm just Kanye then.
yeah, you become
Yeah.
like the Deven Kanye because you ate the rap fruit model
I'm
Kanye.
just Devin West.
If there was a devil fruit for a rapper, which one would you take?
Maybe J. Cole's.
Why?
It's one of my favorite rappers, so probably
Why do
J.
you want
Cole.
him?
I don't know. I just my favorite rapper, so I would take him.
It's just like
I was trying to
lyrical,
think.
Like I feel like I'm not gonna say Kanye is the best option, but you can also produce and make music.
Oh, so you're
with
talking like
Kanye.
if I was
You
that
become
person.
like that person. Yeah.
I mean, I think Kanye is the best. Oh no, what's his name?
you have
Maybe
Jay-Z.
Chris Brown, maybe.
Chris Brown, if you count him as a rapper, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he
And then
raps,
you have
and then I can.
Jay-Z, if you want to be a business mogul,
And then I just become a triple threat if I become Chris Brown.
I guess you also have to like hit women.
True.
I don't. Do I have to?
So you're a
that part
triple
of
threat
it?
to both the rap game and the women.
Two women. I become valiant when I see a woman. That the stereotype.
Like, only if
But
they're
like,
bad, I
like in One
guess.
Piece, like the weakness is water, but your weakness is women. So it's like you gotta punch like every woman you see.
I'm like opposite Sanji. Like if I see a bad woman, I have to just have to hit him. That's crazy.
Truly hate to see it.
And it scales, so like the badder they are, the harder you hit them.
Yeah, I'm like broken. Like if we fight
Are
someone, yeah, if we fight someone who's
Against
like
women.
bad and like.
It's like, all right,
I'm
Devin,
like
go
One Punch
beat her
Man at
ass,
that
bro.
point. With One Punch Man, I'm like, well,
That's only for like fighting women though.
yeah.
What if it was
Imagine
like
if
a
she's
man?
like bad.
Oh, speaking of One Punch Man, they're getting the live action.
I heard.
Are you all excited
I don't
about
see
that?
why I care.
Because you said One Punch Man.
I've
getting
seen
a live
Yeah,
action.
you also said like
That's just a good transition.
Yeah.
But you also
Trying to
said
transition. Like, speaking of this, they're literally just announced this week that they're getting a live action.
I've seen
And it's
how,
being
like,
produced by the
live
same guy that
action
produced Fast and Furious.
Oh, the director,
No,
yeah.
not only is that
Or not
weird,
produced, director,
I've seen
yeah.
how they like treat live action like anime movies, and they're never good.
I think it's
I hear
it's
Gintama is,
changing
though,
because
good.
from what I've seen from behind the scenes of a couple different ones, it's looking better. I think what happened is that they tried to almost do too much within a movie, but you can't really pack in a bunch into a movie for like an anime movie because there's so much that's going on. You have to take it like an anime, just a little bit at a
Yeah.
time.
yeah, but they tried out with Cowboy Bebop and you saw how that turned out.
That's a show, though.
That's a show, yeah.
Yeah, but like he's like you can't pack things.
And also,
in a
I never
movie.
watched it.
Well, he said you can't pack things in a movie. Well, they took their time with a show, and I still did bad.
Yeah, but I
think
have
it's
to
just,
like
like, that
watch
was
it to
done
know why
wrong.
it was bad, though. Because I just know it was bad, but I don't know like.
I think
why.
like the only like even though
Also, never
Avatar's
even
not
seen
an
the
anime,
original
but it's
Cowboy
like
Bebop.
going from a cartoon to a movie, the Avatar movie, like from Last Airbender to the movie. A lot of stuff didn't like for that kind of stuff doesn't translate very well
yeah, they try and make like
because like
the anime style in real
yeah,
life, which is
and it doesn't
cringy.
work out. You have to make it like a real life thing,
Yeah, I think like look at what Marvel does. They don't try too hard most of the time to.
but
make...
it works out.
Yeah, when they do, like there's the Hulk
Marvel.
they do, but like sometimes someone like I don't know, like Gamora looks a bit more grounded than just like pink paint. It looks more realistic like skin.
Yeah,
Like try and go for the more realistic approaches
I
to
think
the cartoony approach.
I think like just watching. I mean, I am a One Piece simp. I'm not gonna deny that, but watching some of like the behind the scenes stuff for what they're doing, they're not just building small sets. Like they're building huge ass sets. They're making everything like I guess not pre-production, but like pre-filming. They're getting everything set up, and I think that's gonna make a big difference with how it's gonna come across.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, they're only doing. Are they only doing the Baratier arc, or are they doing like up until Baratier?
I don't know. I just know.
Because I know for sure
don't
they're
know.
doing Baratier.
I particularly brought it. Like they're like that's
Well,
what they-
because one they casted up until who was the last year?
It was
It's Sanji.
yeah.
So like Sanji, well, I mean technically Nami, yeah,
Yeah,
but like Nami joined before
I know.
Sanji. But they have him casted all the way up to there, and they have like Zeph and everything casted. And I saw the Baratier, the ship they're building. And it's gonna be like, what's cool though is that they're actually building the stuff on the open water. So it's like gonna be an actual like on the ocean ship. That's a restaurant. You go. It's like
that's pretty cool. I mean,
I think they're gonna make it like a theme park too.
yeah, that's kind of cool. I think for like a movie though, I think I would rather have like online park though. I think online park would
Is
work.
it a movie or
It's
is
not
it
it's
a
a
show?
TV show.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
show.
Yeah,
I thought it
it's
was
a
a
show.
movie. Okay.
No, One Punch Man's a movie, right?
Yeah,
One
the
Punch Man's
Punch
a
Man
movie.
The
Oh,
One
okay. I
Punch
was
Man.
under the impression it was a movie. Okay. that
No,
makes-
One Piece.
The
It's
one
the
made
show.
movie.
That's why I was thinking it's gonna go all the way up till Baratier, kind of like the anime did, just like a live action version, which I think is good because the only like non-really grounded thing is Luffy. But if you can make the CG work, it'll be fine.
I've seen edits of people like having that Luffy effect. You can make it
Yeah,
work.
you can make it work, but he's the only person, especially like pre Grand Line. He's the only person I can think of that's not really like.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but they mentioned
Miss
Fantastic.
Marvel?
No, I
exists.
mean like within
No, but I'm
the
saying
One
like
Piece-
I
if
think
Mr.
it's-
Fantastic makes it work. Then
Yeah, I've seen
Luffy
it.
can
I've
make
seen it work.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like I agree. I'm not saying like I disagree. It's just that's the only person I can think of that's like off the wall. Everyone else is like basically just a dude that does stuff.
Like in that part.
Yeah.
Except, like,
yeah, so it's like
Accent Morgan,
pre
I
Grand
guess.
Line. No one's like you're not having like big ass firefights like Ace Fire like
Yeah.
fire. It's just like Don Krieg and he has like a sword.
Yeah, I
It's
gotcha.
like
I gotcha.
or, like Sanji's kicking real hard.
The only issue with adapting a live action One Piece is like the character designs. You got people
but
like
that's just-
Blackbeard. How do you make Blackbeard?
Have y'all seen the casting for One Piece?
I
Yeah.
saw,
It
actually
I saw
looks
the guy
pretty good,
playing Luffy.
from what I've seen.
I
That's
saw
the
people
only guy I've
goofing
seen.
on Sanji though. We were like, bro, I just thought you looked like this.
He's pretty cringe.
I mean, but like the main cast is fine. It's just like, how do you do Kaido in like live action?
don't-
That's the thing. Is like you're not
Where's
gonna get all the
Boa
way to
Hancock?
Wano
But
with
like
live action.
people built like him,
You know what
like
I mean?
Blackbeard, who's relatively early, and Nell,
I mean,
who's like
you
a
do some-
9 foot tall dude with 12 earlobes,
Yeah, you just get Marshall on the cam.
and then like all of Skypiea basically.
What?
None. I was thinking about people casting and stuff, and I'm like, I can like see like people like her boobs aren't big enough because you know One Piece fans are like, I know the exact circumference of her boobs.
Well, because
And
Oda
that
gives it
big-
to him.
Oda tells him.
I know.
Oh, her measurements are 74, 23, and 56. Like, he just gives it out for free.
For free.
What's crazy, though, is that Zoro has a bigger chest
Chest
than
than-
both Nami and Robin.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
It's fun fact.
I've seen that.
It's
man.
good chest day.
Yeah.
He gets good everything day, bro. He does not skip a beat.
I don't know about that. It's kind of trash.
Wow.
He's
I don't
always getting bodied.
I don't think Zoro's beating Sasuke.
Hey, I'll give you racist. I'm not gonna give you trash.
You think he's beating Sasuke?
I don't know One Piece feeling.
Maybe-
One Piece feeling's weird.
B.
I would say yes, because I think the strength, the powers, or like the strength in One Piece scales higher than the strength in Naruto.
Like physical strength?
No, okay. Zoro, which fuck, it's Wano. I mean, not really. He got a sword. He flicked it and cut an entire cliff off, just from a flick of a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they do that in Naruto
Yeah,
too,
it's
right?
a mountain.
They just go like, and it like cuts him out in half.
Yeah, with the Susanoo, which Sasuke can do like that. It's not hard for him to whip out the Susanoo.
And even then, Sasuke can theoretically do the same thing. So
I'd
he
have
can
to
cut,
sit down
he
and
can
like
cut meteors.
think about it.
that true.
Just like off
Meteors,
the dome,
I think
I don't think it
bigger.
scales. I think One Piece would scale.
Also,
higher.
Naruto could just suck it. Or not Naruto.
What?
Sasuke could just suck his soul out of his body.
Oh.
Bro, is this Eminem
He has the
as
Rinnegan.
Sanji? I don't know. Let me see.
Oh no, it's the guy. It's
That's
that
what it
dude.
looked like. I was like, yo, is that Slim Shady
He actually
himself?
kind of looks like him, yeah.
thought you
But
said
what's
we-
cool, I saw this cool behind the scenes thing for this actor. Yeah, it's him.
No, you showed me a picture of some shady. I was like, what the
I was
fuck?
like,
No,
they-
what's cool
they
about that
got-
actor is that he was in another movie with I forget the other guy. Like I know his face, but they were in a couple other movies. The guy who's playing Zeph, the head chef for Bratier, who's like Sanji's like dad, and he played his stepdad in the movie, and then they played another movie where he was also his stepdad. So it's like they have that like connection. And the reason why he got in the second movie is because that actor who's playing Sanji requested him to play his stepdad. So because they have good chemistry, like off camera they like each other. Like it's like a father role type thing. And
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
they have really good chemistry like that. So
That's
then when
cool.
he was getting One Piece, he's like, I want this guy on the show with me because he's gonna play my father figure, and I want this guy to play my father figure.
Yeah.
I thought that was like
Oh,
super
that-
cool.
That
behind the
is
scenes
cool.
thing because they already have the father son chemistry.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Speaking of things we're disappointed in, like Joker 2 being announced as a musical was really disappointing to me
What?
as well.
The musical?
Nah.
Yeah, you guys didn't see that?
No.
They better have my boy,
So-
the Music Meister, in there then. Like, why is it a music?
Because Joker 2 got announced. I don't know if y'all saw that.
No,
at
I know
least.
that. And we were
Okay,
talking
yeah.
about
When was it
Harley Quinn,
announced?
like who's playing
Like
Was
Harley
it
a while
Quinn.
announced?
ago.
Like,
Was it actually?
A couple days ago, yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about in the car the other day about like who's gonna play Harley Quinn and whatnot.
Yeah.
and then I'm
But
like,
I told
Sydney
you guys about that.
Sweeney.
Oh, she like is she like a casted role? Like, oh,
Not yet.
Not Margot. Harley Quinn, yes, is in Joker 2.
dang, bro, I don't know where I've been, bro. I just
Oh.
been asleep.
Slight
So-
tangent. I wanted to say Karen Gillan. She played Nebula and she was in Jumanji.
Yeah, I know who she
agree.
is.
I agree.
For
I
Harley
think that-
Quinn?
Really?
I think that could work.
Nah.
I was just
No.
thinking
That
of
could
female
work.
actors in the car, and I was like, she might be able to do it. And then I was in the shower yesterday, and I was like, not yesterday, today, and I was like, Sydney Sweeney.
No.
I don't know.
She's
too young.
blonde, and she got
And who
tits.
did you say? Who did you say yesterday? Or
Who did I?
Lady
I said I
Gaga.
don't really care.
Nigga,
I didn't
know
say Lady Gaga.
Well, that
Lady
she's
Gaga's
rumored, that she's
she's
rumored.
the choice right now.
the
Yeah.
fan.
Oh,
choice.
Because it's a
choice?
musical.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Why is it a musical? Did they
That's
say
what
why?
everyone's mad about. Everyone's like, why? They literally just like, oh, you got one Joker 2, we got you. Musical? You guys don't want that? It doesn't matter. We're giving it to
Like
you.
it. It's still like Walking
Yeah.
Phoenix and all that, right?
Yeah.
You said
Joker 2.
Kind of weird.
You said Alexandra Daddario.
Ooh.
I said maybe. I don't
That
like
would
that's
be-
not like my choice.
No, but like that'd be kind of cool. She's hot.
Has
She
no one
did.
has no one said like why? They just said yeah, we're doing it. Suck it up.
I think that
I mean,
happened-
it's
think that has
new
been
news.
happening.
I'm sure we'll get more
Or
expanded
maybe
on
it's like
thought
maybe
at
it's
some
like
point.
there's a musical piece to it. Like
No,
it's like the music.
no, like it is
it's like
a
a full
musical.
musical. Like
Yes.
like it's a full musical.
I think the only explanation I've seen is that people are saying because Joker 1 was just a figment of his imagination, this being a musical makes sense because it's just another. It's just another imagination of him.
Okay.
And Joker in character does like musicals. So
Okay,
it does kind of make sense, but it doesn't mean I'm happy for it because I don't like musicals. I hate them.
I can see him making it work though.
So your dad's gonna be like in the theater, like, sure.
Yeah,
I might make sure you tell
I
us.
hate
Sure.
musicals?
That's what the dummy.
No,
in the
he
theater.
loves musicals.
Oh, okay.
I see my.
Oh, you're right. He likes Hamilton. That's right.
But like, I'm so torn on if I want to watch it or not. Now I'm like, I don't even know
I'm
if I
still-
want to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
I don't
I'm
have
not gonna
to.
watch
No, we
it. I'm
gotta
still
watch
gonna watch it, but I might not enjoy it as much because I'm not a big fan of
Oh, man,
musicals. I like
I don't have a problem
plays,
with
but I don't like
musicals.
musicals that much.
I'm indifferent. I'm like
Yeah.
if the song is good, I'll vibe with it.
It would depend. Like, if it'd have to be like, even the people who didn't like it or like didn't like the idea of it like it, then maybe I'll watch it. Like, it's definitely a movie I don't want to watch on release date though. I want to see what people think about it first before I see it. Cause I don't know,
man. Cause I love.
If they were gonna make it a musical, I just wish they just kept it. I don't want Joker 2 then.
I don't know. I kind of trust them because like they did so well with Joker 1. Like I kind of trust the vision. I don't know. It's the same. It's all the same people. Like,
I feel like.
can you mess it up
Yes.
that badly?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Can you? I don't know.
Especially
Very
with
much
it being
so.
different. It's like
I'll
very
see.
different to what it was originally.
I have faith in the director and Walking Phoenix
Why Joaquin Phoenix?
because he's Walking Phoenix.
Fair enough. He was Kenai from Brother Bear.
Shut up.
I don't know. Like, just because
Wonder
they
Copium.
made one good project doesn't mean like you should like trust them forever. It's not how it works.
I don't know, but they did such a
Like,
good
look
job.
at Joss Whedon. He went from the Avengers 2012 to the Justice League.
Yeah, but
Like, he fumbled.
you have the whole team though. That's just one person. But I see what you mean though.
Well, yeah, it's not.
You
I
said
don't,
Joaquin Phoenix.
I don't think it's gonna be the whole
Only thing I
team of who made Joker because it's a whole different director. It's not even the same director. Oh wait, no, it is.
Oh,
the
what?
Same director.
I
No,
was
no, it's different writers. I'm pretty sure though.
Maybe.
It's the same director.
But the director can only do so much with the writing.
Yeah,
He's
I know
really
a lot of
dependent
people
on
like to think the
writing.
director does a lot more than they do.
I mean, directors do a lot, but it's all contingent on the writing, the
Yeah.
script, and whatnot. And how can they adapt the script?
Mhm.
Director really is just like
He
I
takes.
forget who said it, but I was watching this. Who said it?
Said what?
Basically, it's the writers do their job, and the director's job is to make the writer's vision come true. So it's like they're really just translating what's on the script to the screen, which makes sense, obviously. But
Mhm.
their job is not to make a movie good; it's just to make a movie good enough, contingent on the script.
Yeah.
Well, I know some directors, especially with big pull like Quentin Tarantino or James Gunn, they can make changes to the script if they want
Yeah,
to.
but it's not like drastic changes.
Yeah.
Usually.
They could be like, no, do this instead.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, sometimes when you see like a James Gunn movie, you're like, yeah, this is gonna be good because you know he kind of has a flow he likes his movies to follow. Quentin Tarantino, you know it's gonna be a banger movie because he's
True.
Quentin Tarantino.
True. I have not seen a Quentin Tarantino movie that I did not like.
And Gabe never seen a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I've seen two.
Pulp Fiction was a
You said
little
you
slow.
haven't.
I will say,
Yeah, that
Pulp
was a
Fiction was
long
slow
time
at
ago.
first, but it picked up.
Time passes, Devin.
Same.
It wasn't like last month you told me that.
No, that was like
No.
episode 20, wasn't
That was
it?
long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Time be flying, bro. I don't know what year I'm in.
I watched Django and the
Oh,
other
yeah.
slave one.
You watched
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
okay,
one.
yeah.
Hateful Eight's a good movie.
Damn, that was a long.
Samuel L.
time.
Jackson.
slave
Okay,
movies.
can we just go? He's like a phenomenal.
And the
actor. I
reason
love
you
him.
know this is because Tyler said I was in my slave arc, and you were
Yeah,
like,
remember
yeah.
that? I said he's in his
True.
slave arc because he was in his slavery era arc.
It's a crazy statement, but yeah, true.
That's one of those times I don't really
Thought I
think
was
about
in
what I'm.
Vinland Saga.
It's one of those things like, I don't think about like what I'm saying. I was just like I was saying. That's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, you watched Django, then you went Hateful Eight. I'm like, you're in your slave era arc.
Your slave arc. I'm like, hey, truly, what do you mean
That was
by
a
that?
wild statement.
Was I wrong?
What you mean by that?
Was I wrong?
I only watched 2, bro. I wouldn't say it's an arc.
Or an era?
I mean, if you would have watched like 12 Years a Slave, then you would have been.
Then I would have been my slave arc.
It's just 2 movies.
No, the only reason I watched those 2 is not because I was like, these are the 2 movies I'm gonna love. It's because like they were the most. Well, aside from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I guess I've seen 3 because I forgot I saw that one.
Oh yeah.
I saw it when it came out though. But aside from that one, those are the 2 most recent movies he did. So I wanted to watch
Yeah.
his newer ones because I know like it's better quality because it's newer. So like I want to watch those first, and also they were both on Netflix, so it's easy clap.
I didn't know they're on Netflix.
I'm not sure if they are anymore, but they were at the time.
Are you still a Quentin Tarantino virgin or?
No, I also watched it.
He was never a Tarantino
Yeah.
virgin.
So I remember there's one other person that agreed was like, oh, I never seen one either. I can't remember who it was.
It's probably Eddie. I don't think Eddie's ever seen
Yeah,
Django.
because I've only seen Django.
Oh, so that's the only one you saw.
Yeah.
So you might as well be a virgin then.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh no, I think Eddie saw Kill Bill, so it's not Eddie.
Oh yeah,
then.
I think Eddie definitely.
I've
So it's
watched
probably
Kill Bill
Jose then.
forever. Kill Bill's kind of slow though.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, you
but-
seen it?
No, I've
What?
seen.
Then why you say yeah?
Yeah.
You know how
finish it.
hard it was.
Like, I saw it, but I didn't finish
That's the
it.
lie counter. So Devin, you know I'm doing
I
Tyler's
didn't
top 3,
finish
right?
Kill Bill.
You know I'm doing Tyler's top 3, right?
Who's top 3?
I'm doing Tyler's top 3, which I go through the 10.
Wait,
you-
you
top
post on your
three.
YouTube channel
No,
or
no,
Joe?
on the Jowp channel. But I went through episode 1 today, and I was like, you know what'd be fun? I want to start doing an Eduardo lie counter. He's at 9. It was one episode. He had 9 lies.
But how would that work? Where you like post a video, like how do you add to the counter? Like,
So basically, I guess this is the first time I've seen it on recording too. So I'm gonna start a series called Tyler's Top 3, where for every 10 episodes, like 1 through 10, 11 through 20, etc., I'm going to review them and rate them on a scale, and I'm gonna give the top 3 episodes of that batch. And then at the end of the year, I'm gonna give my top 5, probably either 5 or 10 for the year. And then I think that'd be pretty fun to do.
I mean, if it's for the whole year, you could do 10 because it's 52 episodes to choose from.
Yeah,
Plus,
that's what I was thinking of.
I don't know if you want to count the specials, but if you do,
No, I count the specials. So like the Christmas special came between, was it 15 and 16 or 14 and 15 or
14
something
and
like
15,
that?
yeah.
14 and 15. So because that's between 11 and 20, it's going to be included. So it's obviously a goated episode. So it's going to be most likely number 1. But it's also contingent on the scale that I made. So it's a 30-point scale.
is this all just you?
Yeah.
Just
It's called Tyler's Top 3.
Tyler's top 3. It's going to come out on Thursdays or
TTT,
Tuesdays.
true.
Tuesdays or Thursdays. So it starts with a T. So it's like Tyler's top 3 Tuesdays.
Interesting.
And then I can actually 10, and I can do Tyler's top 10, the special edition.
So we're having more content, but
for the year.
the content is just you reviewing our content.
Yeah.
The content.
So
And then
just
it's-
the meme
no,
of you
but-
giving us the award of Barack Obama.
But then it's like let me know what you
That's-
think down below.
That's only like at a certain point though, because Tyler's not in a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, you're right.
There's like 30.
Hey, plus,
30
I
plus he's
already
not in.
said like I'm taking myself out of it, and I have not like it's not completely objective. There's always subjectivity into it, but it's a pointed scale. So it's like I deduct or add points based off certain aspects. It's like I'm not gonna like cock ride myself because I'm episode 9. I'm gonna be like episode 9 number 1. If it happens to be
Hey,
number 1,
it could
is.
be.
If it isn't, it isn't. It's gonna go based on the scale. Episode 1 was.
Yeah, I just find it funny. So when we do get like other contents, just us reviewing our own content. That's funny.
How'd you feel about this statement? I saw this where this girl's like, she's like basically mad because she don't like. She turned her replies off. Then she real mad.
Damn.
What?
You know,
What's she
you
mad
know,
about?
like
Yeah.
you know how women be on Twitter.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what you mean
So
by that, but
I know how some women are on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay, I should clarify. Some women, yeah, I get it. Some women on Twitter be bugging, and they want to make an enemy of all men
Mhm.
for like no
True.
reason.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the context of it, but she's saying, I'll just read it verbatim, I guess. Niggas' friendships remain because they're scared of each other. La mafao. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Y'all hardly ever speak up against disloyalty towards each other. Niggas will lay up with a girl and then talk down each homie. Y'all dry snitch and don't really like seeing your homie pass you up.
So she said a bunch of shit, right?
So
let's
basically that
dissect
no
this.
no
Let's
one's
dissect
actually.
this.
I mean,
loyal-
like she said a bunch of
Is that
stuff.
what
Yeah,
you're
but,
saying?
like,
That no one's actually loyal to each other?
That's what she's
No,
saying
that-
is like
okay.
the difference between a man friendship and a woman friendship. Okay, I remember what she was mad about. It's because people were calling out women for making like drama between their friends for no reason, and more
Which
specifically
they
her,
do.
not just like all women,
Yeah.
like
but-
her specifically. And
Let's just start with the first statement. Men, what did it say? Like, they're not.
Like dry snitching?
that we're afraid of
We're
each other
afraid of each other. Eduardo, I'm not scared of you, bro.
because
Okay.
she's saying like that's why we don't speak up against it because we're like I'm afraid of like losing.
Oh,
no,
so like the
not
bro
afraid
code,
of
like the
like
bro
him
code.
beating me up. Afraid of
Like the
losing
bro
me.
code. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're afraid of losing. I mean,
I don't.
it
I
goes
don't
back
know.
to like this thing that reminded me of a TikTok I saw. It's like this. So your homie is like in the park and he like sees a 5-year-old and just like shoots him in the head and like comes up
What?
to you and says something.
What?
Are you snitching? And then everyone's like, no. And this guy was like, bro, I'm snitching. What the? Why do you shoot a 5-year-old in the head?
Yeah. That is an extreme though, but
Yeah, I'm saying extreme, but it's like everyone's like, bro code, I can't snitch. Like,
Nah.
you shot a 5-year-old.
Nah, you gotta
Yeah, niggas are wild,
in the
bro.
head.
If like I see Deven like just kind of steal like a cookie out of the cookie jar.
We're at the
that's
movie
still
theater.
soft,
Devin stole a pizza. I had a slice. I'm not gonna be like,
I'll be
Devin. I mean, I
"Alright,
don't know.
You do you. G."
But like,
Yeah, that's
if I see like, if I see Devin shoot,
if I did that, but
if I see Devin shoot a 5-year-old in the head, I'll be like, jit tripping. Like I'm telling the cops.
I'll be like,
I'm like, it was this man, officer.
we've had plenty of hypotheticals, and I guess it's always Eduardo, because Eduardo's just our test dummy. You're like, if Eduardo did this, like, would we do something? And now I think all of our intros have been like, yeah, that nigga's, yeah, it was like, if he
I was
got
a
a
menace,
bitch
stop
pregnant.
it, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna let you just leave.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the hypothetical, Eduardo got a girl pregnant and just like left, like.
Tell us.
Bro, I
something.
don't remember that.
I don't remember this one.
No,
No,
it was me, Eddie, and Eduardo,
Oh, yeah,
and Tyler.
yeah.
And Tyler was
Where's the
like,
truck?
yeah, I'm snitching.
Not snitching, but it's like Eduardo's like. So basically, I think the scenario that Eddie provided was that Eduardo gets a girl pregnant, and Eduardo's like, I don't want to do this, and then like flees to El Salvador. He doesn't have to be a father, and then like that was the initial one, and then we were all like yeah, we're gonna make him like we're gonna fly there and make him get his ass back in the States and be a dad. And then Eddie's like, okay, but what if he has like 2 kids? So he gets a girl pregnant in El Salvador too. And I'm like, at that point, he's a menace. He needs to be stopped. Man gets cooched one time. It's supposed to be like Quagmire. It's like, no. Can't be that.
Dude,
We're
I
gonna have
don't
to
remember
put a
this
stop
one
to
at all
this.
either, yeah.
It was you. How do you not remember it?
I don't know. I just don't remember it.
It's very recent, but.
How recent?
But based on the other statement, no, I don't think I'm afraid of any of y'all. Like, we're all good friends, and appointment friendship's kind of like, you know, it's not that break immediately if y'all one of you do something wrong to me. Like, I think there's a scaling.
Yeah.
You kill my dog, I'm like, yo, Tyler, like,
Jet tripping.
Yeah.
But there's been times where like we've been fake to one another, and
Yeah.
it's just perseverance.
And it's actually one of those things, and I think it's funny where it's a lot of times when bad things happen, when people say like in the movies or TV shows where it's like one day we'll look back on this and laugh, and like you think like no, like this scenario I'm not gonna do that, but then now we're actually looking back like Alyssa or Devin being fake with Alyssa in high school. It's like that was just at the time I was like, why'd you do that? But now it's like, haha, funny. Remember when?
Remember when?
Ah, yeah, I remember that. Like it's just fun looking back on it. And I think, like you said, we're at that point in our friendship where it has to be something like, I kill your dog or like murder your sister in front of you or something crazy like off the
Yeah,
wall.
would have to be something crazy.
Yeah.
But then again, in that situation, I don't think it's necessarily the act of what you did. It's more like how you got to that point. Because it's like, maybe you killed his sister because she like went crazy. She killed your sister.
maybe
Like,
she-
But that's
it's
different.
about your
That's a whole different argument.
exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
It depends on how you got to that.
Like
point
if I
of
just pulled up
thinking.
Devin's crib, I'm like, hey, where your sister at? And he's like upstairs, and I'm like, I start stabbing her in the
like
throat.
American Psycho, then
Yeah, then it's
Yeah.
like
because then he
I'm
understands.
tripping.
Yeah, he's just crazy. He just snapped.
yeah,
one
but if
day.
she like murdered Mason and then I killed her like at the same like okay, that's the thing is like if it's at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. But if it's like I go out to do it, that's where like legally it becomes wishy-washy. Because then it's like at that point it's like premeditated. Because you thought about it and then you do it. Whereas like at that point you could say temporary insanity or you're doing self-defense.
Isn't premeditated really hard to like?
It's
Yes.
extremely hard.
You would
but-
have to prove like you
Yeah,
have to
you
have like
have
a
to
manual,
prove-
like I'm gonna do this today.
Yeah.
but I've seen a lot of times where it's something like that, where something happens and then you wait a certain period of time and then you act on it. It's usually disproved, but it can be thrown out that that's premeditated because you took that time to do it. Whereas like if you did it immediately, then it wouldn't be premeditated.
I think
even
so-
though it could be, but it could.
I think some school shooters gotten like premeditated because like they like record themselves like doing
Don't
something.
come to school on
Like
Friday.
the Riddler stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
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 Where they like say what they're gonna do and then they do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's obvious. Like people that do stuff like that obviously is premeditated. But for the most part, you can't just be like, well, he walked in there with a knife. He knew what he was doing. He planned it out. You can't really like prove.
Yeah,
that.
a lot of time prosecutors they'll try to play that side, and the lawyers like that holds no water.
It
Like,
doesn't.
It's a good argument because it's hard to disprove.
Yeah, that's why premeditation. It's like if you
I
can
think it's
prove it,
really
if you can
hard.
prove it, it's a lock.
Yeah,
but
and I
it's
think
so
the only
hard
way
to
you can prove it is that they have tangible evidence, like
Yeah.
like a recording or like a mapping,
like a
of you,
manifesto or
yeah.
something.
like you like
yeah.
mapping out. Oh, this is where the security system is. Like you're robbing a place or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, you want to continue?
What was the next part?
The next part was like we're afraid to call out disloyalty, which
Yeah.
I think goes to this is more about like the black men of I guess Twitter, like black Twitter. A lot of the times, because they're always like, "Oh yeah, my boy's cheating on his girl,"
yeah.
and they're like dapping up and all that. Which
Let's go.
I kind of disagree with that too. I don't like people that do that either. It's
True.
kind of weird.
But it is
That's a weird vibe.
That reminds me of that TikTok where the two guys were in the car and he's like, bro, why my girl here? It's like Long John Silver's number 4 and he was like that.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it. But she does kind of have a point since that is a culture that kind of happens. I don't agree with it, but you do see it a lot, especially among like black men and all that.
So I think that is a valid point she has. That a lot of men do that, and I do think it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, I think I want to say they don't represent the majority though. I think majority of people don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Like,
If you go out to like most people and like, well, obviously you ask them, they'll give them a different answer. But like, if you look at most people's relationships, they probably don't do that with their friends. Like, I'm about to go cheat on my girl. Go get you some, Eduardo.
Go get you some.
I'm like, alright, just go.
Dab me up, my brother.
Like going to a strip club. Yeah, no stories though, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Have sex in the
Don't
the
do
back
that.
rooms.
Don't do that.
But if you look at our group, like half of us want to be in a relationship, and then the other half like don't
care.
don't care, or just physically can't get in a relationship. So, nah, we don't really struggle with that type of situation.
What do you mean by that physically can't statement? That's
I
a wild statement, bro.
It's a wild statement.
Hey, Eduardo, me personally.
Why do you say Eduardo, bro? I didn't even name drop.
No one name dropped Eduardo, bro.
I could have been talking about.
It's just the way Eduardo's looking. Eduardo's like, yes. So I'm trying to instigate.
Honestly, because the sun is glaring in my eyes.
Is it actually?
Eduardo's like,
Yeah.
he's like doing like the evil finger thing where he's like, yes.
Dang, Eduardo was sad, bro.
Very.
That's why I said.
I don't know why he would be sad about it. I didn't even name drop him. Tyler's the one that called him out.
I didn't call
That's
him out.
why
I
he's
called him
sad.
out. I said his name because
There's
the way
no
he's looking, he's
loyalty
like,
among us.
That's Kevin. You really?
So he
Us?
thought you called him out.
No, he didn't. He was just chilling. And you're like,
No, he said-
You're like,
No, he said-
Eduardo.
he
You
was in his-
pointed.
He was like,
I did that afterwards.
Yeah, bro. You looked at him, pointed at him, and said his name, Tyler.
I didn't point. Like the second time, not the first time. Okay,
Whatever.
anyways, continue.
That was basically
loyalty.
it. Just like our group is pretty chill when it comes to relationships.
Yeah. But like, if you're in a relationship and I know that you're like gonna
also
cheat,
go-
I probably like
It also goes weird
punch
to
you in
like.
the nose or something.
It feels
That's
weird.
You're gonna
Like,
punch me in my nose.
I don't know, but I'll be like jit tripping. Don't do that.
it feels weird like bringing up like
I see.
what you're doing in the relationship. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
It's like how it's like. At least for me, it's weird where someone's be like, it's also an extreme. Like, I just had sex with my girl. I'd be like, that's cool, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They overshare. That's the one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
find.
yeah.
They overshare about their relationship. I'm like,
Yeah,
cool,
if it's brought,
cool.
if it's get brought up like naturally, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. But I'm like, yo, I just raw dogged my girl in the back of my car
I'd be like,
2 seconds ago.
just now. Like, you know the car you're sitting in? Yeah, I was.
you know how she's eating with us right now? Louder.
Matter of fact, where you were sitting, I splooged. It's like, bruh, why?
Yeah.
I think that's hands on side.
It's like when
honestly.
you're eating sushi, this wasn't the only raw meat she ever
I mean, that's kind of funny.
I don't know.
You're just like eating, you're quiet. It's
weird.
Like the only, and she's like,
It's
That's
so
not
weird. It's just
This ain't
weird.
the only 6 foot.
6 foot.
And then I was like,
Hey, you
I'm at
on
6
him.
No, jit is packing, bro.
yo, big shot niggas be like,
Shit packing. I don't like thinking about that. Every time I think I like throw it out of my mind, you bring it up again.
Every time you look at your switch, you think,
That's why I don't hold my Switch anymore.
it has to be docked.
I have to know. That's why it's out of my vision from now on.
I was like, everything reminds me of him.
I remember Wow yesterday. She was like,
Oh, for the people who don't know what we're talking about, you're chilling. You don't need to know.
Yeah,
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you don't, you're chilling.
Yesterday, wow, she was like, "Oh my God, Happy Pride Month, Eduardo," and I was like, "Oh, thanks." Well, I thought of like a comeback I should have said this morning though.
as always, how it is.
That's always, yeah.
She's like, "Oh my God, who are you seeing?" I should have said Jim for like
Oh,
the
okay,
gym
yeah.
or Jim. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
I know you're trying to hold back that laughter, Tyler.
Okay, anyways, continue.
That was it.
No, well,
That's crazy.
That's
What?
it?
That's
Yeah, that
crazy.
was it.
That you tell us the story, but like,
Nah,
what she actually told you.
That was it. She
That
just,
is what she said.
yeah, she just said, "Oh, Happy Pride Month, Eduardo.
That's it?
Who you with?" And I was, or what do you identify as? And I was like, straight is what I said, but I should have just been like, "Oh, you know, just me,
Dude, just close the blinds.
Close the blinds.
Could have been like super straight.
super straight."
Yeah, that's actually.
I was
the
gonna
thing,
say
yeah.
super straight, but I was like, nah.
It just sounds cringe.
It is.
It is.
It
cringe.
is.
A bunch of redditors.
True.
Or iFunny.
That
True.
That brings me to like a point where I think a lot of it's one of my pet peeves is that people tend to like care about things that I don't think they actually care about, but they're just doing it for like optics. Like, look, I care about pride. Do you actually, or are you just like saying it for clout?
Something like
You know
companies
what
or is like individual people?
companies are the worst.
I
Companies
think
are the worst, but like people, individual people.
When it comes to like pride and like the whole LGBT thing, I think a lot more people are more genuine about that than like other things. But like companies for sure don't care.
They're like, happy Pride Month, like you don't give a shit, bro. You're gonna screw us
like
either
McDonald's
way.
does not care, bro.
Yeah, but you know they have
when
they're
they
doing
change,
it's
like,
a
their
marketing
If you
Twitter-
cared about
Yeah.
Pride, you wouldn't make a Big Mac more expensive, alright?
You know, like you know, like the meme where it's like the day after, like
Yeah, it's like July 1st.
It's like they're automatically they change their profiles.
They change that
automatically.
whole instantly.
Yeah,
You know, just a PR move.
except for
Yeah,
like
it's the same reason why like that whole like remember when the Instagram
The
people
black
had the
square?
black square thing for like Black Lives Matter. A bunch
Yeah.
of companies did it too. They don't care.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's like
about that.
black square.
I
easy money.
remember Charlie D'Amelio had it for a while.
Yeah,
after
I know what you're saying,
This
yeah.
one guy was like, Charlie, we get it. You don't gotta keep it anymore.
Yeah, like companies don't care. I'm like Jowp Incorporated. Look out for the new Pride Month.
I'm gonna take that home in Photoshop and just have the rainbow, the rainbow crayon.
I'm gonna
No.
keep it $1.50. It's not official merch. It's not official joke merch,
We didn't even got official joke merch.
but it's not gonna be official joke merch. Cause like, it just feels.
I'll
even
make it
okay,
official. If it's Jewish,
Let's
I'll
say
make
you
it
actually,
merch.
let's say you
That's
actually
money.
care.
True.
It's like, I don't know. I can't.
I remember
forgot what I was gonna say,
people.
but it's like you don't. There's no way companies actually care like that.
Yeah, but
It's just that
Not
obviously
really.
it PR
I think
stuff.
obviously they don't. But
And,
they
like,
they
it
have
gets
to.
on my nerves where it's like, I know you don't care. You know you don't care. Everybody knows you don't care. So then, like, why
But
are
it's
we
not.
doing
It's not
it?
everyone because they are appealing to a certain. They wouldn't be doing it for no reason, Tyler. They're obviously appealing to
I
a certain.
remember people got mad because I think Blizzard, the one in Blizzard India, didn't change their profile to rainbow because it's like a big no out over there.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh my god, why didn't they change their profile?" I'm like, "Why?"
You also
does
gotta
it
think about
matter
people.
so much.
You also gotta think about like not like shareholders, but also like people like they work with that might be like part of that certain group they're trying to represent. They're trying to appeal to people like them that give like the money.
I don't know. I've worked with people who are like gay and people do pride stuff and they get on. It's on their nerves too. Where it's
Yeah, I
like
bet.
they know people don't like the companies don't care.
Yeah, but like Devin's saying though, like yes, majority don't, but there are there's
few,
people
yeah.
out there who are idiots and believe anything they read. Like Devin, like there's people who are just
Hey.
gonna read something and just be like, yeah, true.
They care.
Yeah, like they're gonna look at
6ix9ine did
6ix9ine
say
and
that.
be like, he did it, yeah.
Yeah, 6ix9ine snitched. Like,
Yeah,
crazy.
Like if they
I mean,
look
it's
at like
niche,
He
but-
told everyone
McDonald's,
what Obama's
they
last
look
name
at
was.
McDonald's one, they're like, oh, they like gay people. I believe them instantly. Like there's just people like that.
who just go with the flow.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, they say it. Why would they lie?
Yeah, because they have no reason. They're like,
stupid
oh, they
people.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but like I do like that it's like a meme at this point. Everyone understands. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're just doing
They,
it for
they don't
PR.
care.
Like
Yeah.
the Atlanta Chick-Fil-A. This show was funny. It was like
Oh, too late.
Oh, the Atlanta Chick-Fil-A.
I showed my dad that. He started like dying. He's like, bro, screenshot it. I'm like,
Wait, what
I don't
happened?
The
know.
Atlanta Chick-fil-A, the account
That
is
goes
so
hard.
funny because they be like, it's on Sunday and someone posts a picture of Chick-fil-A, then the line real small. He's like, nigga, it's Sunday. Get out my line.
I tried showing my mom that same post and it doesn't exist anymore. It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Uh,
I think also says the account got deleted.
Wait,
did it?
The official Atlanta.
I don't remember if the account got
Atlanta
deleted.
Chick-fil-A?
I can't remember if it was the account or a post, but I remember trying to show my mom and it was like, yeah, something got deleted. I'm like, well, fuck.
No, the account's still here.
Okay, so it must have been the post then. They deleted the post. I was like, I found that funny though.
Atlanta.
Because I think Tyler sent it to me and I went through our messages and I clicked on that
Oh
message.
no, the account is gone unless this is it.
Okay, the account's
Oh
gone.
yeah, account suspended.
Okay, then that wasn't. Yeah, the account's gone.
Account suspended.
It got deleted. It got,
I think Chick-fil-A took them down. Chick-fil-A was like, no, you make us look bad.
But it was
but I'm
funny.
right.
It was a perfect PR stuff. I wanted Chick-fil-A after that. We got Chick-fil-A like the day after.
Chick-fil-A, like they
I was like, they go.
I just wanted Chick-fil-A, bro. I didn't even know that's what happened.
like we all know Chick-fil-A doesn't care about gay people, but they didn't want
They don't
people
hide that
actively.
though. They don't hide it though.
Yeah,
They don't hide it at all.
Atlanta was, I don't know.
I
Because they were
remember.
bugging.
I remember.
Because they were black.
Mar, you remember Mar?
Right?
Yeah, we all
She was.
remember.
She was always. She was struggling about finding a job, and I was like, bro, you should work at Chick-fil-A. She was like, but they don't like gay people, and I was like, but their food's good.
crew.
I thought it was his, what was it, Papa John's? The
Papa
lead,
John's.
Yeah, because the lead guy said like the N word or some shit. Right?
Oh yeah.
So people were like,
Yeah.
you're eating at Papa John's. I'm like,
John's
nigga,
said the
if he
big-
makes good food, I'm
Food.
I've never understood this. Like, he's racist. Okay, is the food gonna hit me because I'm racist or because I'm black?
Does the food hit
You gonna
me?
poison my food? No.
Like, is the food gonna be like, it's anti-black pizza? It kills you.
Shit's
The
busted up.
food's food.
Yeah. At the fine 2 a.m. Yeah, I don't know. I've always
I
been
don't know why
separate the artist from the art.
people get so invested in other people's lives.
That's
Okay,
that's
that
like what I'm
actually-
saying. Like,
That actually brings me to what I saw. Another one. This is the women's side of Twitter that be bugging,
Okay.
right? Because this goes to the Amber
Full
Heard
circle.
thing.
Oh.
Because they're like men always want to say separate artists from the art, except for when it's Amber Heard.
What?
And I'm saying we think this is different because Amber Heard actively tried to get Johnny Depp out of work, so we're just saying it's karma.
well, not only that, she's not like a good actor. She was like a passive.
I actually have
actor.
no idea like what
You know
she
what I mean?
was in. I know she was in.
That's subjective,
Aquaman.
but that's regardless.
That's like my take. Is like she was a passable actor. I could do without her. Johnny Depp, I can't watch Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp. Me personally.
yeah, it's just your opinion though. That doesn't really
Yeah.
like hold any weight in this conversation.
It's
You're
like
just-
Yeah,
she did
But I
actively
think
was trying to
the
defame
point
him.
people will make for why she should be out is because she actively tried to get Johnny Depp out. So it's just karma to get her
Yeah, it's-
the same thing she wanted Johnny to have. It's not because she's a bad person, therefore no work. It's not like
Also,
that.
like, that's
I mean, I
pretty
think
bad.
it was a little bit of both. Because I remember like when this first started, people already. Like, I think it was like a year or 2 years ago where people were already making petitions to get her out just like on the
yeah,
allegations.
because they knew the Johnny Depp allegations were. This Johnny Depp thing isn't new. She's
Yeah.
done it for
Yeah,
a long
it's
time.
been-
ago.
It's happening for it's for
Yeah.
a while.
yeah, it's been
like
going on
they-
for a while, but
Yeah, so it's not. It was. I think it's always been because of Johnny Depp thing. It's because
yeah.
she tried to get him out of roles
before,
by
like, the
defaming
newer,
him. So they said,
Pirates of the
fine, she
Caribbean
doesn't get
movie.
roles either. Then.
okay, I see.
Because Johnny Depp lost his spot in Pirates of the Caribbean because of these allegations, and that's why everyone was like mad about it.
makes sense. Makes sense.
So if he gets to lose his role, it's only fair she gets to lose her roles.
yeah, I saw someone like comparing like how much money like what's her net worth and like how much she owes Johnny Depp, and she's
Yeah.
like, this bitch is a negative like she's
Negative Riz,
negative riz.
It's kind of like what Johnny Depp won 50 mil.
17 mil,
It was
but you have to pay
17.
$2 million back to her.
Okay,
Yeah,
so 15. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15. And
And she was like what 7? What
6
was her-
mil for her net worth.
Yeah, so it's like
yeah,
negative.
she's like
negative
negative.
9.
I was like, bruh.
She has a negative net worth more than most people's positive net worths.
Yeah.
I don't know if I brought it up on the podcast before, but I remember Johnny Depp's lawyer, Camila.
The woman, the female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baddie?
But yeah, the baddie. I remember I saw a meme or artist told me about it, but she was like, "Man, it was a good thing that Johnny Depp's lawyer was Latina, because they always know how to bring shit from the past."
I mean, I saw that on Twitter. I don't think that was artists.
I don't know. I either saw it on Twitter or artist told me.
That's funny.
I think I said that, like a couple episodes ago when we talked about Johnny Depp. I think you also said that same thing as well.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
did.
That's what I'm saying. I don't remember.
I was like, this sounds so familiar.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if I already said it or not.
Both
but I
you
just,
and like both Zoro and Tyler do that. Like y'all just say something. I'm like, I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Does Tyler do that? I don't think Tyler does that
I
much.
don't think.
I've- not
I think
that-
it's just
I'm-
because like I talk about things.
I don't know. I
just
remember
talk-
saying that like, at least on 2 separate occasions where I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about this already. But
Yeah, but sometimes like, not you as in you, but like y'all like
The
we'll
royal
say
you.
like we talked about this in the podcast, but like we didn't. We just talked about it. Like for instance, I watched the first episode again. It talked about like Eduardo was saying women aren't people. Like that wasn't on the podcast, but that was like in the car. But,
Yeah.
like, you got conflated with the car because it was like same time.
Mhm.
So I think that's it might. Not saying it is for sure, but it could be one of those things.
nah, I feel you.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if I said it, so I'll just say it again in case I didn't.
But like back to the original topic though, how
Which
do
one?
you feel about like separating the artist from the art?
Sometimes, yeah. If it's like, if they're not actively doing like what Amber Heard was, like with actively trying to defame Johnny Depp, then I'll try and like turn a blind eye to what their
But at that point, it's like,
real life self.
where do you draw the line? Because I see
This
this
is kind of a
argument.
hot take, I know, because
Yeah, that's-
but I think it's a hot take. I don't think I ever draw a line. If I enjoy their work enough, I really don't care about what they
That's
do.
what I'm trying to
Because
think. I don't
I
know
think if
about-
it's bad enough, they'll be arrested, and me listening or enjoying their content won't support them anyways.
Yeah.
If they've done something bad enough, like say like who's someone else? Like, oh, Juice was dead, but like
Monies.
Eminem. Say if Eminem just like killed people and he's in jail, me listening to his music isn't helping him anyways because he's in jail, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I'm not supporting him at that point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw his argument for.
I just like his music.
Yeah, I think I saw his argument for like Bill Cosby. Like Bill Cosby, he got I think he got arrested. I can't remember,
Yeah,
but
he
like
did.
that's an old man. He got arrested. He served his time. Like people were like, I still enjoy the Bill Cosby show. Like if I enjoy it, like what am I do? Not enjoy it no more? Not like
Yeah,
watch it
like
anymore?
that.
Like, what do you want me to
That's
do?
why I've never. That's what I think goes into what Tyler was saying. People faking things. You're faking that you don't enjoy it just because you realize he's a bad person.
Like I still enjoy
Your
it.
enjoyment of the show has nothing to do with who he is as a person.
Yeah, like if I don't watch it, like, I'm not punching Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has already gotten like what he got, and like
Yeah.
what like me not watching a show giving more money? Like no, that's not.
No, like if the Flash movie comes out and I like the movie, I liked it. I'm not gonna say it's a good movie, but I don't like Ezra Miller, so I don't like the movie.
Yeah.
No, that's like that's a fake opinion. You're
Yeah.
just saying that for optics.
I don't
You
know where I would draw the line.
What I wish Ezra Miller wasn't a Flash? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But if the movie's good, it's good. I can't do anything about it. But yeah, if I could change it, give me Grant Gustin or someone else to be the Barry Allen.
But-
Say maybe actual blonde person.
Yeah,
but,
but I wouldn't say there is an outline for me. I just like it's more like a case by case. I gotta feel it out, like what the situation is and what's
It's like
going on.
weird. Like I never actually watched the Bill Cosby show, but like watching it, knowing what he did, it's just it's like a kind of feeling. You know what I mean?
I guess.
you
It's
watch
like,
the Bill Cosby show?
That's what I'm saying. Like
I've
you're
seen,
saying,
like,
you're
if I
saying
were
he's
to,
saying statements.
after, if I were to watch,
He just
it
says things,
afterwards.
bro.
I've seen like episodes after it came out, and I don't agree because maybe in my mind, like I'm able to separate the two. It's like, was it a good show? Yeah, but do I like what he did? No. But I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
like, I hate this show because he did. No, it's still a good show.
They're separate for me. It's real life and
Exactly.
fiction.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally breaking on his name, but y'all know.
X?
Huh?
X?
Not X, the guy that pees on girls.
Oh, R.
Oh,
Kelly?
R.
R. Kelly, yeah. I don't know why I forgot his name. Yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, I can't. I don't like his music no more. I'm like, that's cap.
That's
you know
cap.
damn well
His
you
music
were.
has nothing to do with what he did.
It's not
You know
even
you're
like,
still
it's not
putting
even
the
like,
what's
I'm
the
peeing
hot
on
and
these
spicy McChicken
underrated-
one? Yeah,
Yeah,
remix to Ignition. You are still putting that song on.
You were jamming to the.
If that song comes on, you're gonna be like, I used to like this song and this is a vibe, but now he peed on girls, so no.
I give you don't want to give the man money, but like, I don't know. It's just different.
But if it's on like the radio, you're not giving them money.
Yeah, you're not giving the
It's already
radio,
getting played
yeah.
either way. It doesn't matter.
If you don't want to like buy, like if you like, let's say like he does, I don't know.
Like
you
it's
know
on an
what-
album or something.
I guess, but even that, like, if you don't want to give him like him directly money, okay, that's fine, or like support anything he does, like okay, but like, I don't know. This is weird in general.
I think that argument is kind of like how I feel about vegans. It's like, just because you stop supporting him doesn't mean other people are gonna stop supporting him, and ultimately, no matter how much you think you're gonna make a difference, you're never gonna make a difference. So it's
You're
like,
one
ooh,
person.
I stop eating meat. You are not gonna convince the whole population to stop eating meat. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's no humans are too like disagreeable with each other to where we'd all agree to do something. Never will happen.
There's only one
So
thing
you
I
can
can think
try
of humans agree on.
what the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the
Mitochondria
cell.
powerhouse of the
That's
cell.
true.
That is the
True.
one thing.
I thought that as well. I was like,
that is the one thing everyone can agree upon.
But for the most part, we are not going to agree on anything. So
Exactly.
you making this decision of I'm not going to support him isn't going to make a difference. You are not going to make everyone else agree with you.
true, and you see like
You can have the most valid points ever. It doesn't. Veganism could have the most valid evidence ever. Like actually, meat does all this, this, and that. That people are gonna like. I like steak though, and they're not gonna care.
okay.
Steak
Like
goes.
it doesn't matter. There's
And
nothing you can do.
And the math is just not on their side either, because like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I'm not eating this. I'm not eating meat so I can save animals. Like we slaughter animals in like the millions, like
Yeah.
millions. Like you,
Well,
not,
you just said
skipping
that.
Chick-Fil-A for one day ain't doing
Well, it's
shit.
Yeah.
like I've thought about it. Like, do you know how many? Okay, let's say you don't buy a steak. Okay, do you know how many times people go to the store? They're like, I want 5 steaks, and there's 4, and they're like, oh well, I guess I'm only gonna get 4 steaks, right? If there's 5 steaks, guess what? They're gonna buy the 5th steak and eat it. Like you being there is just gonna make. It's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah, the
You know
math.
what I mean?
The math
Yeah.
isn't on their side.
But it's I think it's funny when people like fur coats is a big one. Where it's like they'll throw paint on fur coats. It's like great. Now the animal died for nothing. You just like, it's already made it. It's like it's already made into a coat. You're not
Yeah.
gonna get past the fact that it's already made into a coat. But now you're gonna ruin a coat.
Not only that, is now what they're gonna do is just buy another fur coat.
So now you just killed.
So you just killed another
more
animal.
animals.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm never one to be like, hey, you shouldn't be vegan or you shouldn't be this. Like you can do whatever you
Just
want.
don't
Do whatever your life.
bother
You-
other
yeah.
people
Yeah.
about it.
Because I like the vegans I like are the people who are just like I'm a vegan for the health benefits, not because like I think I'm some noble crusader who's gonna
Yeah.
save the world.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was
Like
hated-
I don't know if I'm right, but I think Gordon Ramsay he's a vegan because of the health benefits.
I didn't know he
I didn't
was.
know
it
Gordon
provides
Ramsay was
certain health
vegan.
benefits. Yeah.
Yeah,
better
I think
GI
that's
health.
why.
and stuff
That means
like
vegan.
Yeah, he is
Gordon Ramsay's
now.
a vegan now. He switched.
Oh, like he's
Oh,
now.
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
he
I
wasn't
see that
always.
maybe.
No, he switched
He's like,
recently.
he's went against his ideals for the show.
I knew that
He was like, if it's for TV, I'll do it.
For the bag.
I think for the most part, he's not like full vegan. Like
Yeah,
if
it's
he
like
needs
partial.
to, he'll still eat like what he has to.
Like as a
Yeah.
chef.
Like
because
for
he's a
protein
chef
and
still, at
whatnot.
the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Like there's been times where I thought about like, oh, I want to try going vegan for like a week or two just to see how it is. I haven't done it yet, but I've thought about it.
Yeah, I've heard it's a good like diet, especially
Yeah.
if you're rich. If you live in California,
Yeah.
you can afford good vegan diets.
Yeah.
But most people who aren't rich and live in California, it's not gonna
If I was
do
gonna
that
do
much for you.
If I was gonna do any diet, I'd probably do like pescatarian or something.
Yeah, I mean,
I
either
don't think I
any
get
kind of
cut
diet's
out.
gonna be good. Vegan, pescatarian, keto, it can all be good for you getting the right diet plan.
Yeah, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just the thing is like you said, like if you're really rich, you can do it because a lot of times like organic stuff, vegan stuff, it's way more expensive than
Yeah.
buying like 2 Big Macs for $1.50
Yeah.
or something.
Exactly.
I
That's
just-
the issue.
I just love meat, man.
Yeah, I'm not
too.
gonna stop. I'm
I
not gonna
love
be
meat in my
like,
mouth. I agree, Devin.
sure, sure this cow looks cute. He looks cuter in my mouth.
See, like
It's
now
like
I
the-
understand when it's like you want better like treatment of animals. That I can get with.
I can get with that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
'Cause,
I don't
like-
think there's. I also think it's another thing. We can't do anything about it.
can't,
As much as
honestly.
I want to like change it, I don't think there's anything.
Like
we can
I
do.
never understood too when vegans are like, you know how you want to see how that food was made. It's like I get it. That's like I get that there's like this like
Behind
sandwich
the
that I'm
scenes.
eating was like. How do I word this? It was like the process of this being coming in my hand is like gruesome, and I don't
Yeah.
want to see that.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Well, I know
about
there's
it?
like some people who that would turn them off, but I think most people who eat meat are not gonna care
Yeah.
They already
about how
know.
it was made.
Well, it's like we all know how it's made. It's just like, so like you showing us the video, it's like, yeah, I'm still
Okay.
hungry though. I still
It's
want
like,
Chick-Fil-A.
you
That's not
showing
gonna
me all
stop
that
me.
gruesome way of him dying changes nothing to do with how this still tastes good.
Yeah, and how it's already
Exactly.
been done.
I've already had this
It's
before.
in front of me. I can eat it right now.
Yeah.
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 It's not like this is my first time having this before. I
Yeah.
know what this tastes. It's good.
Like you said, I don't have a problem with vegans. What I do have a problem is when they like get in other people's faces.
Yeah, that's
like,
like
my
issue.
What was that one girl? She was like pouring. I think it was
The
like
vegan
fake
teacher?
blood into like
Fake blood in
McDonald's.
McDonald's, and she
And she
laid
was
on the
just
floor.
screaming. And I'm like,
Yeah.
That's
dude,
not
not
gonna do
worth-
anything. That's
All
not-
you're doing is just these poor
Being a
15-year-olds and 17-year-olds who work at McDonald's for minimum wage. You're just annoying
Now they
them.
have to clean up your mess.
Yeah, now they have to clean up your mess, and you're annoying all the other customers. You're just doing way more bad than you're doing good.
At that point, you're just public nuisance.
You're doing no good, actually. I'd say you did nothing good. I don't think anyone in that restaurant saw that scene and was like, I'm going vegan now.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
annoying.
No one did that.
I also found that like just from watching people like vegans talk about it, they can be very pretentious. Like if you watch the Jubilee, like the odd one out, where it's like six vegans, one non-vegan. and
I've seen
who's
that.
not
Oh,
vegan.
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah,
that
you're
one
right.
girl who's like, she's
That's
like,
not
took
vegan,
everything.
yes,
It's
I
like
saw that.
what's your favorite candy? Sour Patch Kids. That's not vegan. And he's like, I
I thought
guess
Sour
it's-
Patch Kids was.
Nah.
no, it is, but
Right.
she was wrong.
Yeah, she was.
But she was like, that's not
incorrect.
vegan. Blah, blah,
I know,
blah. And
right,
he's like, the guy that was saying that, he's like, I've only been vegan for 3 months and I'm doing it for the health benefits because it's supposed to make you feel better or whatever. So he's like a new vegan, and she's like in his face, like, you're doing it wrong. I'm doing it better. I'm a better person
'Cause I
because I'm
know
better vegan than you. And it's
red
like
Swedish
that
fish are
pretentiousness.
Oh,
vegan.
It's like it's so annoying to me. Like you're not better than someone because you do something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think that's the big qualm with veganism is that
They
it
think they're
tends to
better.
lead to that.
Like, yeah, they think they're better than everyone.
They think you're
else,
better
yeah.
'cause, like,
They think
I'm
they
not
have the
killing
moral high
animals.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whack. But speaking of Jubilee, reminds me of that one Jubilee, like the men's rights people versus the feminists.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the one guy,
Here's
like,
the guy.
self-proclaimed.
He's the self-proclaimed incel.
Yeah, like I'm the incel.
When they brought the incel, I was like, that is weird.
And he sits like this. He's like,
Like I understood the other two, but then there was just that one guy. He's like, they call me the incel. I'm
So I
like,
remember-
okay.
he's literally the epitome of like Joker. We live in a society.
'Cause I was watching that video and they were having some good conversations. Yeah, there were some cringe moments and some I didn't agree with, but like that's a point of a conversation. You're supposed to
Yeah.
hear the other side out.
Hear him out, yeah.
And then there was the incel like,
I hate women.
Dude,
I think he actually said that like women
Yeah.
are so annoying. I hate women.
He said women and men cannot be friends.
yeah, he said
Yeah.
that. I
And
was
then
like,
they said it was like, how do you feel about your mother? Oh, I love my mom.
What?
I was like,
Wait, what's his reason for why women and men can't be friends?
I have no idea. He
Yeah,
just said it.
He made a blanket statement like, yeah.
I
men,
think it was
women.
like men want to have sex with all women, and then women think they're better than men because they get to choose whether or not to have sex with them. And it's like a whole thing, like down
think so,
that
yeah.
rabbit hole.
I think yeah.
Because
like that-
he's literally a self-proclaimed incel, so it's like
Yeah.
you can't have sex with women.
It's just-
and he's like,
I didn't
all
like
women
it.
are the same.
Like
'Cause I
what
know
Devin was saying, they would have a good conversation until he like interjected.
I know like Steve Harvey made a statement kind of like he was saying
I saw that,
men
yeah.
can't have friends with girls because they're only thinking about the potential of a relationship, and that's why Steve Harvey said he has no female friends because he already has a wife and he's happily married.
Yeah, true.
I'd
I saw that.
have to disagree though, because like to a certain extent, because like there's women that I'm friends with that like I'm not gonna have sex with them, and I don't want to have sex with them. Like we're just chilling as friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wanna disagree, but I think he just said it wrong. I want to say the point he's making is that the thought would cross your mind at some point.
Yeah, that's not to say like just because I don't want to doesn't mean the thought has. It's like an intrusive thought. It's not to say that the thought hasn't crossed my mind, but it's like I'm not gonna act on it. I'm not gonna dwell on the thought. It's literally an intrusive thought. It'll pass and it's whatever.
Yeah, but I think it's like
But
what you're saying. Like if the opportunity arose, like I think most men would take it.
Exactly, because
Okay, I can see
intrusive
that,
thoughts, they're still thoughts, so you could act on it given the right situation.
Mhm.
So I think that's why he just says,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even let it happen. I'm just gonna have no female friends.
Yeah.
And that point, it's a little valid.
Yeah.
I think it's if you make a more broader statement than Steve Harvey said, and they like that's
You
the
can't
only
be
thing you're
friends
thinking of is-
whatsoever.
If you have friends with a girl, you're only thinking of having sex with
Yeah,
them.
it's
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
and
a
like
different statement.
the former vice president Mike Pence, everyone like clowned him on the internet for like the statement he said, but he's like, I don't care who she is, I'm not gonna have dinner or lunch or have a meal with or go out with anyone that's not my wife unless my wife like of any female that's not my wife unless my wife is there.
Which makes
That's
sense.
his personal opinion.
Yeah,
That's
personal
what,
opinion.
and everyone was like clowning him for it. It's like, bro, you can just have lunch with someone, and it's the same thing. It's like he doesn't want to get caught up in that, like
Yeah.
this, that, whatever. So it's like if he's gonna go with a female coworker, he's gonna go with his wife too.
And that's just the way he thinks. Like, why would I have lunch with this person if my wife's not there? Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
But I think I can understand why people are clowning him for that is because they're probably saying, would you do the same to a guy? Because why can't you be gay?
Oh yeah.
And that's I think is kind of valid too, but
Yeah.
it's only valid if he identifies as gay, which he doesn't.
He
So-
doesn't.
doesn't,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah, so it doesn't really hold any water there.
I mean, there's rumors.
But that's the
but-
point of like conversation like this. You're supposed to see both sides and then like see like what the error is in both. And
Well,
like,
that's why I
come to a
love
conclusion.
Jubilee. Like I love everything Jubilee. All the stuff all the different types of shows that they do. It's
It's like
just
6 gay men and 1 straight guy.
well, that's,
Yeah, that was a
that
funny
one all went
conversation
out.
once.
And then they have like the spectrum where it's like they'll get 6 or 7 of a certain thing, like certain not like stereotype, like a certain group of people, and then they'll have a spectrum like on the floor of like strongly disagree
that-
to
yeah,
agree,
yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and
that
they'll
one.
ask them like we asked 7 bodybuilders what they feel about this. We asked 7 trans men what they think about it. Like they'll go on the spectrum.
Yeah, I enjoy
that's pretty
watching
cool
those
too
too.
because you
Yeah,
can
that's
see,
something
and then the one
interesting.
Devin's talking about, it was like I don't want to say, I think it actually is called Versus, where it's like
Yeah.
3 men's
4.
rights versus 3 feminists, and then they have like
Oh yeah, they like
conversations.
sit in chairs.
Yeah, so like they go in the
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and they'll ask the questions like step forward if you agree, and then they'll have the conversation, and then they'll bring everyone else in and they'll have a full dialogue.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know, I've never watched a Jubilee thing that didn't hit. Like I was like, yeah, this is a good video.
Are they the ones that do that one with there was that one fat dude? He said his body count was like 3,000 or something.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, it's the same company.
No, it's either Jubilee or something different. They
I
have like
think
a
it is- I
sister.
think
They have
it
like a
is
sister
Jubilee.
company.
I think it's the same company because Jubilee is just a company and they have like all these mini shows.
Yeah, well, no, they have different shows, but I think
because they had
they
one-
have a sister channel that does similar things. Like they do the one where it's like
Bumby.
you have like it's like Truth or Dare, but like with drinking, and they have
Oh,
like
yeah.
a guy and his ex or
Was
whatever.
that not Jubilee?
I think it's still
No,
Jubilee.
I don't know if it's Jubilee, if it's like a sister company.
I don't think
it
it
gets
was
it's
the
pretty
sister company.
conflated.
Because I know they do like a speed dating one, like it was like a weeb version, like the person.
Oh, with like it raises.
yeah, they can only see like their feet.
The
and then they're-
cosplaying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, yeah. Dude
So I
was
think-
like in the
Was
One
it
Piece
One Piece?
costume.
Yeah,
Yeah.
One Piece.
And then he was like,
He made the wrong choice.
he made the wrong choice. He picked one
Yeah.
girl, and he's like,
Yes,
I-
bro.
I-
He's like,
Can I get her back?
Yeah.
And then he saw like the one girl, and he's like,
Because in my mind, I'm like, bro, this girl is clearly the choice. He just fumbled the bag.
Yeah, he did.
well, I remember
I didn't
because
see
they even said like he's like, I choose number 2 or whatever, and like, do you mean like the old number? And he's like, no, like the new one. And then he saw her, and he's like,
Yeah, and you can see in real time where he realizes like, fuck.
he's like every girl was a baddie for the most part. Like there was something, most of the girls were baddies, and like in my personal opinion, but like you would see them go, and he's like, I hate my life. I want to take it back.
He was out looking at her, just like the conversation they were having. Like he was clearly having like a natural conversation with this girl, and he still said like, nah, I want the other one.
Yeah,
I was like, what do you?
it's got to be because like the point where he made the final decision, it was like neck up, and one girl was like not flat, but like she was like flatter, and the other girl was like bazungas. But then he like he chose the bazunga girl, and he sees the other girl, and he's like, and he sees the bazunga girl, and he's like,
He's like, what are we doing here?
Wait,
that's what happened, right?
What was the video called?
I don't remember what it's called.
Like,
I remember watching it. I think I saw the people react to it.
Let me see if Jubilee.
I've only saw a clip on TikTok of him like fumbling one girl.
It was funny because like
seen the full video.
the second to last girl, or like the girl that he said like no to when it was the final two, she was like, "I like your cosplay." It's literally just a red shirt, a hat, and some paint. Like it isn't like he's not like cosplaying.
But that's all Luffy is, just red shirt.
But then like she was like, I think she was in a Rim cosplay, wasn't she? She was like full decked out.
That's the one
everything.
I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's the I think she was the final contestant.
I remember Ironmouth reacted to it, and she said like, "Yeah, this man just
He
fumbled
fumbled
the
it.
bag."
Yeah, it was Jubilee.
Yeah,
I just found
Jubilee?
it.
Okay.
I know.
Well, because like I know there's another one that does similar content, but it's either like a sister company or it's like also under the Jubilee, but it's like a separate channel. Because like I'll see some of the recommended stuff, and artist was talking about it, and it's not quite Jubilee, I don't think. But all that stuff, I love that kind of.
The first comment I see is Discord mod picks his favorite kitten.
What?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, have y'all seen the one where it's like a button in the middle and it's like speed dating and it's like the button turns red and you push the button to like go to the next person, but either person can push the button. And there was one girl who was like immediately no every time, no matter what, she would just say no to everybody. And then one guy's in there was like, "So how's your day?" And she goes for it. And he's like, "All right, you're out." Just to get her out of the way because she kept saying insta no to everybody.
Yeah, because I remember the clip. She's like, "Oh, how tall are you? Oh, not tall enough." She pushes.
She's
the
like,
button,
he's like 5'7", and she's like, And then she waited for the light to turn red because red means you can push the button because you have like a certain time before you can push it. And then she's like, "Yes, 5'7".
Yeah,
Okay,
she pushes
no,
the button.
next person, you're too short.
And then the guy came on. He's like, "Oh, how was your day?" or something. Saw the red button and he pushed it immediately.
Yeah.
It was just like instant karma, basically. And she was like confused. Like,
And she was like, "Why'd you push the button?"
because she was like, you can tell like she was actually interested in him because he was cute and all, and he was like, "Nah."
Yeah, he was attractive. He was like at least 6 foot 6'1". He was like carrying a good conversation, and she was like getting into it. And he's like, "Nope,
Yeah, get out of here.
get her out of here because I don't want her." Because she kept like insta knowing everybody
Yeah.
just for like physical attributes.
I want to be on a Jubilee show.
So do I. It would be so
fun.
fun.
It'd be so fun. But I want to be like.
Which one would you be on though? Like,
I kind of want to be in that imposter one where it's like I'm the
box?
imposter and I gotta beat him.
I want to be in the
I'm
box
like,
one too.
I can do this. I can trick him.
I don't know. Sometimes like
Depends-
it's the same thing as
depends what it
Among Us,
is.
where it's like no matter how much the evidence is like for you, where it's like okay, clearly you're a lock, like you're solid, like you're not the odd one out. They'll still be like, but I think, and then it
Yeah,
like causes
yeah.
everyone else to think.
there's
Like,
also
some
dumb
ti-
people.
Yeah, there's been times like the vegan one where it's like this one guy, like everyone's like, okay, you're new, so then we know it's not you, whatever. And the one goes like, but what if? And then they voted fortunately against him, but like it was like a tie. It was getting close.
Because if you watch every one of those like shows, like the 1 versus the 6 imposter, it's always the first person that kind of like has that leader mentality that leads the group, and no one suspects of that person. Like, I'm leading the group now, no one's gonna question me, and that's usually how the show goes.
Dude, I just remembered another one that they had. It was like 6 white people and then trying to figure out the one black girl.
That's a parody, dude.
That
That was
was
not
so
real.
weird.
Oh, with the
They have
assignment?
to be
Yeah.
blindfolded.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
That was funny because he was like, "What color is your parents? White. What about your mom? White.
White.
Dad? White." He's like, "What are we doing?"
No,
I think he asked like what his profession was.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like
it was because
plumber.
it was one girl and she was the black girl of the whole group, and all the white guys or people were just blindfolded.
yeah.
They were just like, I don't even know how. I don't think they figured it out.
Have you
at
seen
all.
the parody where it's like who secretly got the big dick?
I think I showed. I saw it. I showed one of you guys.
They were
dude.
like, yeah, actually, I had to have surgery because it was so small that it was like microscopic, and they had to like make it bigger. But
Yeah.
even still, it's like a millimeter. It's
Yeah.
tiny.
It's
and
so
like, there's
funny.
the Asian guy who's like, I got a big cock. They're like, you're Asian. No, you don't.
They didn't let
And
the
then,
Asian
like,
guy
it's
talk at
like-
all. They were like,
Yeah, there's a YouTube group. There's a group of guys and I watch them.
Well, they used to be on TikTok. I think they originated on TikTok, and then they went to YouTube.
I read that guy's one of the guys.
Yeah,
I knew in
yeah,
that
I
group.
forget his
One
name.
of them's name is Joel Haver, and I love his videos.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
I think that's who I'm thinking of. He used to do a lot of TikTok stuff, and then he went to YouTube from TikTok.
I remember one of them. They were like, "I have a small dick," and they were like, "It's not even as small as mine. You're the big cock one."
Yeah, they're like, what? No, they're like, how big's your dick? He's like,
like two
like, we're talking about
something.
hard or soft, like hard, obviously, and he's like, like 1, maybe 2 inches. Like, okay, he's got the big cock, obviously.
Yeah, he's
packing meat, bro. That was so. I think his name's Tyler Lawrence. That's what I'm thinking of. Is the redhead guy?
Yeah,
Maybe.
the guy.
Yeah, that's that. I followed him on TikTok. God, that was. I was like in tears. It was like a 15 or 20 minute video. I was in tears the whole time. It was so funny, bro.
I remember finding that video because I was searching up Jubilee videos. It was Eddie and Natalie and I. We were just all watching Jubilee videos, and we saw that in the recommendation. I was like, "Oh, dude, what is that?"
Who's got that big cock?
Yeah, we just had to watch it. It was so funny.
There was another one they did where it's like, it's like $100 or I think it's $1,000 up for grabs. There's like 7 people, and they have to like progressively eliminate people until like one person gets the money. But like they all know that there's a chance for the money, and they're just like, okay, I want you to not get the money because of this. So then they had to like explain why they needed the money, why they wanted the money. The one I saw was like old people, and one of them was like, yeah, I don't have dental insurance and my teeth are rotting out, so I need to get new dentures. And I have like $500 or $1,000, but it's like $2,000 or $3,000 to get new dentures or whatever. And this one girl was like, yeah, but like I want vacation,
Bruh.
and like,
got vacation girl.
and they voted out teeth girl.
Oh, teeth girl.
They voted her out. So then like vacation girl ended up like there was like 3 women, and they were sitting like old black ladies, and they were sitting on the bench and like, oh, let's just split the money. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And the teeth girl was like, bruh, my teeth. But
now thinking about it, I think because I've seen a lot of times in like the 6 versus 1 like imposter situation, it's kind of I want to say it's easy, but I saw one where I think it was the gamer one. It was like 6 gamers. They were all girls, I think. It was 6 gamer girls and one was not a gamer girl, and they had to figure out who wasn't the gamer girl. And this one girl was like, "Oh, my favorite game is it's one of the story-based games. I think it's the one with the Berlizzi played with the light switch and you killed everyone. What was that game? I can't remember.
Is it? Do you know
It's
if
Telltale,
it's
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if it is Telltale, but it's like one of those
Story.
like you make a decision and it affects things. It was one of those games. I think it was
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Until
Horizon.
Dawn.
I think it is.
It was Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. That's the one. So she was like, "That's my favorite game." And the other girl in the group, who actually was the gamer, was like, "Okay, who's your favorite character?" And she said the name of a character, and it wasn't in the game. So she called her out. She's like, "That character is not in the game." And everyone's like, "Dang, she's trying too hard. Get her out." And I was like, "What? She made a valid point.
Get the sweat out of here."
I remember that video.
And I was like, "Yeah."
I remember seeing
that's
that
like
clip. I
Among
watched the
Us
whole
straight.
video about some clip of that right there.
That's how it is in Among Us. They're like, "He's too smart, bro. Get him out."
Get him out.
I'm like, bro, she made a valid point, and that ended up being the imposter too. So she was right the whole time. And like as the rounds go, they forgot about that point, so she just stayed in. And I was like, this is kangaroo court
If
here.
if you just wait enough, they will forget.
Yeah, they will.
From
Well,
what
I think
your
it's
question.
funny. Like,
And she was just quiet for most of it. She just sat there and chilled. She was like, yeah,
Yeah, I
did.
agree.
Okay.
I think it's
That's-
funny because
you
like at
sit
the end of
there.
each round they ask like, do you think you got the imposter out? And if they say yes, then like they get to like go to the
They get to
final,
keep
like,
the money.
They get to keep the money if the imposter's out. If not, the imposter gets all the
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or it's like that's like every round. But then after like the second round, the imposter's always like, yeah, I'm good to vote. Yeah, well, I think we got him. Yeah. And then they're always like, but maybe. And she's like, oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's this guy. Yeah, that's you're right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're right.
Next one, the immediate next round. Okay, y'all ready to vote? Hey, yeah, I think we're good. I think we got the imposter out.
I mean,
every time.
I don't know. It
They
always
do
windows
that.
to like 3 or like 2 people. Like they're like, nah, man, I gotta make sure this person's out.
Yeah, they always get out like 2 people.
I'll
It's
be-
like, okay, I think you're safe.
I'll
And
be
they're
so
always
salty,
like, I'm the
dude.
imposter.
No, I saw when I was like, I'd be so salty about this too. Is they got the imposter out and they know they got the imposter out. They were
They
like,
kept going. I
Let's
want my
keep
money.
going.
but they were like, but the money splits better 3 ways. So I think we gotta vote someone out. If I was
Yeah.
that one who got
Nah,
voted
nah,
out,
we gotta fight.
I'm like, nah, bro.
Run
That's
my
on
hands.
site. And it's not like $10. It's like $1,000. Like it's
Yeah.
a good amount of change.
I'm like, nah, G, we're good. Let's end it, bro.
Like, why do you want to end it so quickly? I'm like,
It's like, what do you
Why
want?
he wants to end it quick? Remember that, guys? He wants to end it. I say no. Get him out.
get him out.
I'd be so pissed. I'm like,
Cause I've seen that happen where we're like, dude, like, because they get the imposter out round 1 and they're like, okay,
Money slut.
Let's see who
Yeah.
else might be an imposter. I'm like,
Do we really get the imposter out, or do we think
Sometimes
we
they'll
have
have
the imposter
Sometimes
out?
they'll have 2 people though as imposters.
what?
I
Sometimes
think
they'll have
that's
2
like
people.
a one-time thing.
I guess,
Or not
yeah,
one
I've
time,
never
but, like,
seen-
It's
I've-
not.
Yeah,
I think
It's
I've
not
never seen
common.
that.
I was just scrolling right now and I saw 5 high people versus 2 secret sober people.
I've never seen.
Yeah,
that.
that's like a rare thing. But
I remember I saw 2 couple, like 8 couples and 2 are just siblings. I remember that one. You ever saw that one?
no.
I saw
seen
one
that-
challenge
that-
online where it's just like you look at pictures, you're like, are they siblings or are they couple?
No, they had it in
that one.
Jubilee.
Well, I saw one where it was
a little bit wrecked
it was like
on.
just one person of the couple, but it's like who's been in a relationship or who's married. It's who's married. But I think that one was like a cop out because like one guy, I think the guy who wasn't married had a girlfriend
For like 8 years?
for like, yeah, like 8 years or something like that, but they just weren't married yet. Like I think they were actually engaged, they just weren't married. And it's like, bro, that's kind of cheap. Like you should get someone that's like legit doesn't like have a relationship.
Yeah.
But that one was crazy because there was like this old guy and he was like, yeah, she passed away like 5 years ago because of cancer, and he was like talking about her and it was like sharing memories, and they're like, you're going into a little too much detail. I think you might be the fake person. And he's like,
That's crazy.
He's like, I miss Gertrude. I miss Agnes, bro. Mildred. And they're like, I think you're going into too much detail. You're probably lying.
I wish I could hold her once more.
Like, yeah, clearly he's faking. But then like the 20-year-old who's like, clearly like hasn't been married, even though it's like I think it was like 8 or 9 years. He's been in a long relationship, but he hasn't been married. And he's like, yeah, I think it's the old guy too. And then they're like, no, I think it's this guy. He's like, oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
for
this
sure.
guy. They always,
I
like,
think I was
wishy-washy.
just saying that like be funny. I didn't actually think that.
Like, wouldn't it be funny if he was old and didn't get married? Huh?
Like the imposter should just have all you gotta do really is try and read the room and see who the majority are gonna vote for. But like, this guy seems a little sus.
I always
They may
enjoy,
vote for
like-
him.
That's literally Among Us though. It's like,
Well, I think it's different because Among Us you can hear who they're voting for. You're in the meeting and everyone's like, "Yeah, you're the imposter," so they know who to jump on.
well, unless you do, like,
and
anonymous
Jubilee,
voting,
it's
yeah.
kind of anonymous.
Yeah,
They're
they just-
like
yeah.
they
write it
talk
up.
and it ends and they go, "Okay,
Yeah.
vote," and put it in a box. So
Yeah.
I think it's harder actually, for the imposter at least.
I feel bad though. Like, there's sometimes where, because you're rooting for the imposter, but it's like,
Am I?
I mean, most of the time I am. Like, I'm rooting for, like, I want this guy, like, I want to see how far they can, like,
Oh.
intellectually, how far they can get.
I just want to be
And
like,
I hate it when it's like, it's the jump on the you're sus, and they vote him out. They vote out the imposter instantly for nothing. Like, they're talking about everyone else. Like, okay, we didn't hear from her because we took up all the time, but I'm gonna vote for her. Have you seen that?
no.
I've seen that before. They're like,
Because there's a 10-minute time limit.
But they're like, yeah, they're like, oh, because they take up the whole time. And they're like, oh, let me talk about you real quick. And they only have like 1 minute to talk. So like, oh, let me just talk real quick. She didn't really talk nearly as much as we did. So I think she's kind of
I think she's kind of sus, so we're gonna vote her out.
Yeah.
And like, I feel bad if I wasn't the imposter. I'd feel worse if I was. Like, bruh, you didn't give me a chance to talk. You just voted me out because of suspicion.
Yeah.
That's not even like valid. You just say I didn't talk, even though you talked the whole 10 minutes. Because there's been times where it's like, because the light starts turning red. I think the light starts turning red when it's like getting closer to the end of the round, and like it'll be 10 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, and they're like, okay, we haven't heard from you. You talk. Okay, you didn't talk, so we're gonna go ahead and vote you out. Like, that's just
Right.
tough, you know.
Yeah, I concur.
I concur.
I agree. That statement valid with me. That's how I would be if I was in the box.
But yeah, but the way I watch it is like the same way like how PewDiePie, because I remember I was watching when PewDiePie was just grinding them out.
He's like knocking him out.
I
Yeah.
just kind of like, I want to see if me myself can guess who
The
it
imposter.
is.
Yeah, that's how I play too.
Yeah.
That's how I play as well.
That's not what you said.
What?
No, but like I want the imposter to win.
Mm.
Like I don't know who the imposter. I'm not watching the video like,
yeah.
okay, I know it's you. Go back and
Oh,
rewatch
okay.
it. I'm just like I play along guessing who, but I want the imposter to win the money because it's like you just outsmarted a room full of people. Like you should be
Yeah.
proud.
Oh yeah, okay, I feel that. Yeah, I think find that satisfaction. Like, yeah, y'all lost money. This guy won.
Yeah,
You're
y'all are
dumb.
bad.
Yeah,
You're
there
dumb.
was 6 of y'all and one of him, and he didn't say a single word. You still lost.
Y'all
That's
got
crazy.
smarted by the mute.
Like that's crazy.
6 talkative people and 1 mute.
Yeah.
like,
They're all talking, and one of them's like, they're like gang signs, obviously. Okay, next person.
Which challenge would you want to be into? Like be in?
Would it be a odd man out or one out?
No, just any of their like shows. Which one would you want to be on?
Yeah, that's the only
the
like,
imposter one.
I think that's the
Odd
only
Man
like
One
Out? Odd
fun
Man
one.
I kind of yeah, it's not fun, but I kind of want to do the what's it like
Talk one?
It's called
No,
Middle
no.
Ground. Is that what you're talking about?
middle ground. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel like all their shows I'd be interested to be.
Yeah,
on.
they're all cool. Yeah.
There's
I
have you
was
seen the
thinking
what?
middle ground or like spectrum?
Oh, like when you ask you questions when you
And then you
walk.
go agree or disagree.
I like
Yeah.
middle ground more than spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, I said like
I think
those like
spectrum I have to talk more.
other than odd one out, like that's the one I want to do.
Yeah, Middle Ground's more like a kind of debate, and I kind of like that a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
I
think it's
wouldn't-
enough. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you good.
I was like, I feel like it would fall prey to like, because there's sometimes I watch it where it's like one guy's making a valid point and some guy's like, yeah, but and they're all like these guys are dumb because this one guy's taking the bait, and it's like,
yeah, I hate that.
Like this guy's just like trying to. It's even like the incel one. Like the two guys were making good points, and then he's like, yeah, and women suck, right? And they're like,
that me and my brother. I'm like,
"Bruh, shut up,
brother."
shut up.
It's like the loudest party doesn't represent the majority.
Yeah, and like that's what I feel like I'd fall prey to is like, I mean, I'm a loud person in general. But I'm not gonna be like, like I'm gonna try to like prove my point, and then someone's gonna be like, yeah, but like women are ass, right? And I'm like, what are you on about, dude? Shut the fuck up.
No,
shut up.
Why is this guy on my side?
I'm like, get this guy out of here. I'd rather go 3v2. I don't want to do this.
I'm like, bro, who is this? Who brought this in? Is that you? You did this?
Yeah, you're fired. I'm firing you right now.
No, I saw one. It was kind of like, I felt bad for this, but there's one they lined up like 7 dudes and there's like 15 girls, and they all stand in line, and there's like 2 dudes who had no girls shows. I was like, that's tough, bro. Y'all gotta go home knowing that.
That reminds me. There was the one where like it's they rate themselves and then they like do like
yeah.
And there was one with the IQ, and this one girl was like, well, I graduated from MIT and I'm this and I do this, and she's like, I put myself like number 2 for intelligence, and she put like the Marine at like number 7 or 6 or whatever.
Yeah, I saw
that. The Marine was like number 3. She was last place in intelligence
because they took an IQ test.
Because they did the IQ test. She's like, but I'm the smartest in the room. Yeah. It was like one of those like Instagram like satisfying moments.
I saw that for looks, like a bunch of girls waiting on looks.
Oh, dude, I'd be
and
so
you can
depressed.
I want to see that one.
And you can kind of see like they're.
I'd be depressed.
You kind of see like they're kind of like appealing, like, oh, there was like one. I forgot what it was. They were rating each other. I think like a guy comes in and then like he rates them.
Oh,
like,
the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they put like that one like girl at like number 2. They put that. They put like the
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The girl at number 2, and the guy comes in and is like last.
Go back to the line
because there was like this like light skinned girl and she was bad.
So bad.
And the girls rated her like number 5.
Yeah, she was so bad.
And then like the guys are walking, I was like, you over here, what are we doing? You're not.
What is we doing?
I think there was one girl they put like one time like they put her at the end and they're like, that's number 6, and he's like, oh, you over here number 1.
But I guess it kind of shows like what girls think is attractive to men and how men.
Well,
men are attracted to.
The girls were going off like personality and stuff like that. Guys are like, it's not about personality; it's about like looks.
Well,
like,
the thing is, the girls were able to talk to each other and get like their like perspective on one another. They didn't give the guy a chance. All he has is like base looks.
Yeah.
But which one was what was the one you said, Gabe?
I want to do middle ground. Odd man out. I think. I want to say I would be better at odd man out if I was not the imposter, because I feel like I can try and deduce who the imposter is better, but I think me doing that would make them think I'm sus, and they'd vote me out, because they'd be like, this guy is trying to be too alpha. Let's get him out of here.
That'd be my last choice, because I hate imposter stuff.
It's usually like it's weird because usually the alpha survives like the first 2 rounds, and then the people are like, yo, you're talking too much, get him out.
Yeah, they turn on you.
I put in the most work. What do we do?
They turn on you after a while.
Yeah, but like I think I could get, like, if it's a topic I know enough about, I can just, if I press everyone about it, I think I can get it.
I agree.
Like anime, and it's like, who's your favorite character? It's like Minato. Why? Because he fought Goku, and it's like, get out of here.
If someone says that, at that point, easy win. I'm like, so we're not voting anymore, right?
Yeah, like,
we know.
Like, we're not voting.
Right?
One more round, get Gabe out. He's too smart.
I don't like the fact that he proved his point. It's like,
I'm actually need their hand. I'm running the gauntlet on all of you guys.
It could be funny. They say straight up like, nah, we just want more money, dude.
What if they keep it real with you?
That's even worse, I think, actually.
Like, they tell you, like, we're voting for you.
Because we want you to be broke. We want you to get, we want the money. We don't get the money.
You don't get the money. You did all the work. You don't deserve it.
What if they're like,
no, what is that logic?
We just don't like you. You did all the heavy lifting for us.
That's what I'd be like, y'all were going to vote this guy, even though we knew it was this guy. We ended up voting them both out, and now you're voting me?
At that point, I'm going to Jubilee themselves. I'm like, this ain't right, bro. This was a racially motivated attack.
At that point, they're like, sucks. That's how the game's played.
But with your hands up, I'm fighting Jubilee then.
That's what sucks. It's the internet.
Someone is getting fought, bro.
No, because they have the interview when you get voted out. Like, how do you feel? Like, you'll say something, and the internet's gonna be like, cope. And you're like, oh my God.
The internet's against you too.
They're like, this guy's a loser.
Not only
It's like, bro, it was $2,000. I needed that money.
I'm like, nigga, I'm the loser. You're watching the video. Probably sitting in your parents' basement. I'm gonna have beef with the whole internet.
You YouTubers, this is whack.
PewDiePie, I know you're not talking.
I know you're watching, bro.
I know you're not talking
watching.
PewDiePie.
No, but PewDiePie's like pretty like that's dumb. Like they're dumb for this.
I'd be
Yeah,
like, thank you, PewDiePie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Felix. I always knew you had my side.
Mr. Schellberg.
No matter what, I'd just be like, thanks, Felix, but Ken, you're bugging.
Yo,
This
Ken,
kid's
No matter
Yeah.
what Ken says, because I don't know what he says. I'm just gonna say he's
You
bugging.
might be like cope, and it's like Ken, you're coping.
Yeah.
And he's like coping what? Coping these nuts in your mouth.
What would you do if I did that? Like I precogged that whole conversation.
yeah, that'd be elite. Like you see a pause, and be like, oh, that'd be so cool.
That would be
Get some
gold.
nuts in your mouth.
Like, how do you know he's? You put a lelouch at that point. You're
Yeah, I
so-
was like, this is a Jubilee video. What are the chances PewDiePie and Ken react to this? Pretty high.
What are the odds?
Let me get
says
Ken.
cope?
Pretty high.
Yeah, I've been elite.
And I think especially if I mention them by name, I think the viewers would also push them to watch the video anyways.
Harder. They're gonna
Yeah.
watch it
Yeah.
regardless, but yeah.
Exactly, but that's like a harder push for them to watch that specific one.
And they're like, bro, he called you out, Ken. You gonna take that? He's like, he's just coping.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Like you say cope. And
That'd be my moment.
you just sit there waiting like. Oh, you said something? Alright. Cope these.
Are you finished?
Are you done?
I'd go viral, bro. I'm the GOAT.
At that point, like the entire internet hate would like flip. They'd all be like, this guy
This guy did not deserve to be called.
Wait, what's his-
I'd be like, thank you.
What's his channel? He has a podcast? Oh,
And then I blow up and I get all my money back that I lost.
Exactly.
And I go
And
back
then
to Jubilee.
some.
I'm like,
And
put
then
me on
some,
another
yeah.
show.
and then
Put
you
me
go, you
back.
Go,
Put me back. I'm gonna be the
I'll
guy.
be the imposter this time.
No, this time let me rate girls and I'll be a menace.
At that point, I think-
I'm like, who'd you think about the odd man out challenge? You think I should have been voted
Have you
out?
seen the
Everyone-
Yes,
everyone-
5.
Everyone says like, either I haven't seen it or y'all went out, and then one girl's like, "You the goat for that comment." I'm
One,
like, okay,
one.
Get up there. That's a lock.
That's a lot.
That's a lock.
They'll be like, oh, I didn't see that one. 5.
Get out of my sight.
You want me to finish it?
I can finish it if I must.
And then it's like, she's like, "Don't fit. Get out."
You know what? Let's go.
What number
beyond
are you?
5.
Your number is out the door. I don't want to see you anymore.
Just a menace on the next episode of Jubilee.
Yeah, I'll just become the straight menace.
I'd like to buy one Jubilee, please. Go up to the corporate.
So have they done that like rating attractiveness when with like guys doing it to guys?
Yeah, I think.
I think
it
they've
was-
done with like everything.
yeah, I think they have.
Like,
for a lot.
guys, girls, girls.
So like,
Yeah.
how did the
girls,
guys view like themselves versus how the girls viewed them?
I think usually they went for like stereotypical like.
Yeah,
attractive
they saw the
guys.
shortest guy and like.
They're like, yeah, you're last place.
They just went like, sorry,
they,
dog.
They were like, I'm sorry, little one.
I think the girls did too. I noticed too. They were like, because there was one guy, from the one I saw at least, he was like probably 5'4", but he was like muscular.
Yeah,
Like,
he was built.
He was built. And they're like,
like Tyler one.
they're like, if you were
T1.
like 6 foot, you'd be goated with the sauce. Like everything about you is perfect, but you're short, so last place. And there was one guy who was like 6'6", and he was just like a bum. They're like, yeah, first place because you're tall. And I was like, this says a lot about society.
Okay.
I think
It's
there's
like
like
for a short king.
Like the question I was having is did the guys rate them like accurately to what the girls rated them? Like
I
were
think-
there
I think
were
they
there
were-
too much deviation?
I think they knew. They were like. They
I
knew
think
how to
pretty
do it.
similar,
I
yeah.
think there was like 1 or 2 changes. That's about it. And they weren't drastic. I think they
No,
changed like 1
yeah.
and 2. 3
Yeah,
and 4.
it's not much of a difference. But guys, I think have a better grasp of male attractiveness than girls have a grasp of female attractiveness.
Probably because I think females view like other females as attractive, whereas straight guys don't view straight guys as attractive.
Yeah,
They can
if,
say
you're, if
no.
you're ugly, bro, you're ugly, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you.
But like another straight guy look at another straight guy, but like that is attractive, whereas a female look at another female, but like they are attractive to me.
Exactly, and it's like
Yeah.
we can all collectively agree. Ryan Reynolds, that's an attractive dude. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it.
I think females are more like not accepting. I think they're a little bit more like
Open, not open,
not
but
even
like
open. I think they
they're
try
like-
to appeal to like let's say is look a little bit more huskier, but they're like, oh, this girl is gorgeous.
And they're like, oh,
Yeah,
vibes.
That's literally what happened. That's
the
literally what
vibes
happened.
are insane.
No,
Right.
that's literally what happened in the video. They put the girl at number 2 because like I like her vibe. But then the guys walking, it's like last place, go, and like light skin shawty in the
It's
front.
not, it's not like saying like it's not like saying like anything is wrong with people who are bigger. It's just like they're like, yo, the vibes are just there for me. I'm like, you don't believe that.
You don't believe that. You don't believe that.
They're trying to make themselves like appear like they're. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Just
Well, no, and
Like
it's not even
moral high
like
ground. Yeah.
like stuff like that, but just the vibes in general. Because there was in that same one, there was one girl who was like the only way I could describe it is like hippie esque, but she was like attractive. I wouldn't put her like top 3, but you know, she was attractive, but she was very hippie-esque, and they were like, I like your vibes, so you're number like 1 or 3 or something like that. Like she was up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just purely off vibes. But then they put light-skinned girl at like 5th. I'm like, this is wrong. This is wrong.
I think they were the one for the guys. I think like they put a black guy like number 2 or 3. I can't remember. And I think one of the girl put him like at that last. I'm like, no, this is racially motivated.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be racially motivated.
There's no explanation for it.
Maybe they went up to the higher ups of Jubilee.
No, Shawty's actually just ugly. He's just...
Like, what are we doing here? But no, Jubilee. It's fun. It's a fun watching for sure. At least some of them are interesting. I think I've seen like every middle ground because so far I haven't found one that is interesting. Even if it is cringy, I'm like, this is just pure entertainment at this point.
Like the flat Earth one. That one was
that was
so
pure
crazy.
entertainment.
Because they were like, I saw this Facebook post talking about it. And the guy's like, bro, I'm an astrologist. Like, what?
What's your
one guy's like, I studied quantum mechanics, and the guy was like, but I saw a Facebook post saying that the Earth is flat, so it is.
People like. Water isn't falling out of the
That's one of the
I think they actually debunked him because I remember they said some tests. Like, yeah, like I did that test, and like
I was once a flat earther.
I think they got debunked. I'm like, okay, so I'm like they actually got debunked.
Like, okay, traitor.
Yeah.
What test is it?
There was a couple that
There's
were
a
talking
light
about. Basically,
something.
yeah, it's light. So what they do is that they have hoops, and
Saw that one
it's
as
on
well.
a track like over like 20 miles.
That's what I love thinking about when I think of
And
flat Earth.
you shine a light through that's strong enough to where it'll go all the way through, and you'll have someone observing, and if they can see the light, then the Earth doesn't bend because everything is completely level. Like it's
supposed to prove like the curvature of the Earth.
Yeah, so it's like if the Earth is curved, then you don't see the light. Or if you don't see the light, the Earth is curved because it's distorted. But if you can't see the light, then the Earth's flat. And the reasoning, like the controlling variable, was that like everything's exactly 5 feet off the ground or whatever. So it's like everything is at the location is exactly the same. But then when they did it, they didn't see the light. The light was like, they did math. They said that the Earth's curved, the light would hit this spot, and the light hit that exact spot. And they're like, no, but that's like a flawed test. So we have to do this test with like buildings. And they did it with, I forget what it is, with the buildings and shadows. And then they disproved it again. They're like, if the Earth's curved, then it should do this. If it's flat, it does this. And it like proved the Earth was curved.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's just a flawed test.
The person
They keep
who
saying
did-
it's a flawed test.
That was a separate video from the Jubilee stuff, and the person who's doing the test was a flat earther. He's like, yo, I'm gonna prove that the Earth is flat. And he did the test. He was like, oh. And he's like, that's a faulty test. Let me do this test. He was like, and then he failed. He was like,
He was like, that was also faulty. It's got to be this one. And like they ended up shuffling. I think that same guy, he ended up getting like I think $90,000 or $100,000 in donations to do these tests, and every single one proved that the Earth was round.
and
he was like, he could not accept.
I think he ended up
turning.
into.
yeah, I think he ended up.
Yeah, he
Round earther, right? You mean he turned right?
Dude,
Flat earthers are the definition of copium. They just can't accept the facts.
Dude, I don't even understand why
They
we
have
still
to-
have some
To be a flat earther, you have to deny so many things versus
science. Like
no
everything.
anecdotal evidence. You have to think that somehow NASA is paying off all these guys to just lie.
Not only that, but if you think about it, like if you ask a flat earth, like I've seen this argument, every single picture I've seen from Earth, the Earth is flat.
Bro.
On a picture, like it's a 2D surface, it's not round in the picture. Like the picture's not round, like so therefore it must be flat. Like how far along do you have to go to think a 2D object has to be 3D? You know what I mean? They're like, the picture's not round, so like the Earth's not round. Because if they took a picture of it and it's round, then, okay, so I take a picture of you, you're not flat, but like the picture's flat.
I only understood it like way back when we only had like maps. Right?
Yeah, that's when it made
that's
sense.
when I understood it.
Now
Like,
we have so much technology. For you to deny it just makes you look stupid.
It just goes back to like the distrust of the government. People are like, they have to be lying to us. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't they? I'm like, what do
But
you
like
want?
one thing I don't understand is like why? What do the government gain from telling us it's round?
The only
They
big
gain
astrological
nothing.
lie I can think of was the initial moon landing was fake. That's the only thing I can feasibly think that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
we were in an arms race with Russia, trying to get to space and get on the moon first. So it wouldn't make sense for us to fake a moon
Like
landing.
I can understand their argument on that one. That one makes
But that's-
way more
but
sense.
Even then, that one's so absurd.
No,
Like,
no,
that
yeah,
many
it's-
people.
no,
But that's the only
No,
one
I
I can
agree.
feasibly
It's-
think about.
Yeah.
that,
Because there's
that
actual
makes the
evidence because they
most
put like
sense.
reflectors on the moon, so if you like put like a light up there, it'll
Yeah.
reflect back. But like,
course.
still, like
That's
that
the
one
only
I
one
think
that,
is
like,
more
would
believable
make more
because of
sense,
the
yeah.
context.
Right.
Whereas the flat Earth thing, it's like, what do they gain from making Earth round? Please explain. And they're like, they can sell globes, they can sell flat Earths too. So like,
They sell
what's
maps
really
every day.
They sell
Everybody
maps.
sells
Nah, I don't
maps.
want a flat Earth, bro. I want a globe. I want to spin it.
I can't spin a piece of paper.
I remember like all the memes that
Get
came
a
out though,
spinny
and,
map
like,
and then spin it.
Like on a disc.
Yeah, like a
vinyl,
like
like
a
a
twister
vinyl, like,
spinner.
The stuff at
Just a
sushi
Beyblade at that
places.
point.
Yeah, just like
No, I love the memes that came out like 2016 where it's like the Earth's not a globe or flat; it's actually horse shaped or it's actually
Oh, yeah.
ice cone shaped.
That's the meme
all
of like
these different things.
it was a square. It always has.
It's
been.
Minecraft.
always has. It was like it's Among Us. Always has been.
Wasn't it like I remember some flat earther? They were like the way the clouds are positioned. They were like that shows that it's flat or something like that.
I don't know.
Well,
Like
what's
how you
funny
can
is
see a
that like
cloud
if you
behind
actually
another
take the
cloud.
time to look at like diagrams that they draw of flat Earth, they make no sense. Like there was one that I saw where it's like a disc and there's like an ice wall.
Yeah, there's an ice
an
wall.
ice wall.
That's the
And
common-
then
that's the most common
they have a
one.
lamp and they're like, this is the sun, and on the opposite side there's a ball. And like, this is the moon. But like the sun and moon don't move, the Earth rotates, and that's why we get night and day.
Yeah.
And then one guy was like, "What about eclipses?" And they're like, "Those aren't real."
I'm like, what about the blood moon? I'm like, yeah.
It's not real.
Eclipses aren't real. It's a wild statement.
It casts a shadow. What is it? It's a shadow on the Earth, and being like, I do not care.
Don't remember
That joint is fake, bro. Y'all niggas capping, bro. I ain't never seen it.
Because in the model, the sun and moon don't move. The Earth spins like a Beyblade, like a vinyl. Like that's how we get night and day. And then one guy was like, "Okay, if the Earth is flat and the sun's on this side, and there's nothing stopping the sun from going to that side, why does it stop? Like, why is there a line that's like this is the daytime, this is nighttime?" They're like, "It just is." It just the light doesn't like. One thing I saw was like the light isn't strong enough to get to the other side. And then if you think about a globe going from one point to the middle versus one point along the circumference is longer than the radius because what is it, like 2 pi r?
Yeah, it's 2 pi
Like,
r.
There would need to be enough light to get to the corners of the circumference without passing the middle, but there's enough light to do that, but it can't go this way. That it doesn't make sense. And they're like, it is. It's night and
just
day.
is.
Because like it's not bright at night and it's not dark at day, so it's like it just is.
It also brings
It's
up
like just cope.
if they can just
Oh
get
my
a
God.
telescope and just look up, they'll see that like other things are spherical, and I was like, why are we
That
the flat
reminds me.
ones?
Yeah,
No,
that's so weird.
No, they're actually they do.
No,
they believe
they
the
say
moon
that.
is spherical and the sun is spherical.
No.
Like, but we're not.
No, they think that Earth is the only celestial body that's not spherical.
Yeah.
It's like, why would the Earth be the only celestial body that's not spherical? That makes you have to be so retarded. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
actually retarded to believe this.
Yeah, the model you said about the ice being around like the thing is the most common.
That's common.
It's the most
common one. And they say like there's like government facilities
No.
in this ice. I'm like,
'Cause,
what are
like,
you on
So you
about?
think all of the world naturally agree? All these countries that hate each other, even North Korea, South Korea, they all agreed. Yes, we'll put guards on every side of the wall so no one breaks through.
Yeah,
the only thing we
how come
agree
no
on.
one, how come no
That's
one's
the
found
only
the
thing
ice
they
wall?
agree.
Because the government gets them.
What?
What?
Yeah, they think like it's some huge conspiracy. Like all these like wars they fight, propaganda. They're fake.
Yeah.
They're just fake
We actually
beef.
all
we
agree
killed
with each
millions
other.
of people for fake beef, so we wouldn't know the Earth is flat. That's cope. You're
The
coping.
And actually, Kobe.
The Holocaust happened because they believed the Earth was round. And it's
Yeah.
like, bro, oh my god.
They want.
Dude,
They would-
I need a movie like this. You know how we always have movies of aliens? I need a movie where it's just
The
Earth
Earth's
is
actually flat.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised that isn't a thing. To
I
be
know,
honest.
right?
I feel like it's
Probably because like it's so preposterous. Like, aliens, yes, we believe. Superheroes, yes. Flat Earth, everyone's like, this is retarded.
yeah, it'd be
I don't
some like
know.
No.
it'd be some like shitty movie. I feel like there isn't a
Probably
shitty
like
movie.
some
Yeah,
like
we have like Sharknado.
I would enjoy like
Sharknado's
some
goated, don't do
some I would enjoy like maybe some found footage movie of it being like, oh, the Earth is actually flat.
No, but like to go back to
They'd have to
your ice
do
wall
so
thing,
many
Devin.
leaps to
I
make
it
remember
would.
seeing one thing that said like the government's actually created the ice wall, so that way
Yeah.
they could hide something from the people.
How? You know how long
We can barely put a wall separating Texas and Mexico, let alone a border around the fucking world.
Yeah, Trump couldn't even get a wall to cover Mexico. You think they could get a wall around the whole world? Is insane.
Now, I will say I do believe something fishy is going on with Antarctica, the continent.
happening
Like
out
government-wise,
there?
like there's got to be some kind of that's like a conspiracy theory, but like there's got to be some kind of theory or something with the governments. Not all governments, but some governments
Some,
coming
like,
together to like
maybe some
make
high-
Antarctica
giant
super exclusive. So
lizard.
maybe it's like evidence of like dinosaur. Like, there's something weird going on, right? I do believe that, but an
had
ice
Hydra.
wall is so preposterous, and it's like, how tall would the ice wall have to be? Because you have tides, so it's like, what if you make it 50 feet, but the tide is 60 feet, so you go over? What if you make it 1,000 feet, but like you'd see it? You know what I mean?
Based
Like,
on their own logic.
Not only that, it has to also go down to the depths of the ocean too.
exactly.
Yeah. But
So
based
how do you
on-
think they did that?
Based on their own logic, how like, because you know the way the Earth curves, we can't see that far, right? So on their on their like own like hypothesis that the Earth is flat, we would see said wall because
We would see it. We would see it.
because
Yeah.
the Earth is flat. Like it's a contradiction.
Dude.
Because I know that
saw
in the middle ground one, they were saying like, go to this website, it's like flatearthisreal.com or something like that. It's like a blog post, and it's like talking about it, and it's that exact same thing. Is that they said that if the reason why we can't see the ice wall is because the Earth is curved, but it's like flat curved.
Like it just
So
curved
it's like
barely.
if you take
That's like-
take
it's like a
sphere,
bent.
well, take a sphere, but like cut a piece off. And like that's the Earth, so it's curved, but it's flat.
So it's just curved enough to make the fit.
It's
their
just curved
argument.
enough so you don't see the ice wall.
So they can fit
It's
their
like,
argument.
It's like, what are we doing, bro? This is
Being
preposterous.
nitpicky with what the Earth
Shit
is.
tripping.
But yeah.
And then they can also use the argument for why you see the curvature on the horizon is because of that little curve.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna,
they're
that's what I was just gonna bring
nitpicking.
up.
Yeah.
That's what I was just gonna bring up. Someone said that they took a picture of a boat like being far away. They're like,
And it was like,
if the
oh,
Earth is so
yeah.
curved, why can't I still see the boat that's flat and not see the
Exactly.
tide
do you
over it?
understand how big the Earth is?
Right,
Because,
that's what-
even though
that's
it
what
is
someone
curved,
said.
Just because it's curved doesn't mean the second the boat goes a certain distance, it'll disappear. Like the Earth is so big, it will take so long for the curvature
Yeah.
to.
Well, that's what's so
And then
funny.
the
is
guy that
people
was
are
responding
people
to
are
them-
if the Earth is curved, then how come I could put this perfectly round sphere on the ground? It doesn't move.
Because the Earth is that big. It's so
I don't know how
big.
small they think the world
if you
is.
take like an itty bitty like small little ball and put it on top of like an exercise ball, it's not gonna roll off.
It's like yes.
It'll
If you put like a
stay.
microscopic ball, it's not moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
It's so dumb.
people underestimate the size of the Earth.
Very.
Yes.
Very.
But
I don't know why, because the guy that was responding to this lady was like, I took a picture of the boat, and he's like, here's another one. You can just see the tide,
boat, yeah.
like the
Yeah,
actual water being over it. I'm like, how small do people think the Earth is that they
That's
just
what I'm
assume
saying,
they don't
like, they gotta,
automatically
like-
think?
I think it's a mixture of them thinking the Earth is small and them overestimating how far they can see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like if I
people
can still see it, I mean, I'm barely seeing
miles.
it. That must be at least like Texas to Japan. If I can see it,
Yeah, it's gotta
because
be.
I can see that far for sure.
Yeah, like human visibility is like what, roughly 10 miles or
Yeah,
10 to 15
some.
miles or something. That's like perfect conditions. You can see that far.
Yeah.
By that point, the atmosphere starts cutting off your vision, so you could see farther, but because of the way the atmosphere is,
atmosphere
you can't see
refraction
that far.
and all that.
Exactly the way light refracts. But it's like
Yeah.
people think that they could just like, oh yeah, I could probably see like 400 miles.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, like here to like over. That's like 20,000 miles, something like that. Yeah. Like people are just dumb.
Yeah, I can see.
And not only
California
that,
over
like
there.
you got to be a certain low level intelligence to believe in flat Earth. That like your IQ is so low that like it makes sense that you can see that far in your
Yeah.
mind.
there's times
Like you're
where
like,
I'm
yeah, like I drive for 6 hours and I'm only 400 miles away, but like I can see that far.
There's times where I try and sit there. I'd be like, all right, let me try and put myself in the mind space of a flat earther to see if
I can't.
I can't.
I
either.
can't.
I just can't understand their
Yeah, 'cause
arguments or like
that's how
what
I
they say.
argue. That's what I argue with people. I get in their mindset. I'm like, all right, this is what you're arguing. Okay.
Exactly, it's the best way
But
to
I
do
can't.
it.
I can't do it with flat Earth.
can't
because,
do
like,
it with
this-
flat
this is
Earth.
dumb.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't say like a lot of times like we can have differing opinions, and I won't call you retarded or dumb or low IQ. I'll just say that's your opinion.
Yeah.
I physically cannot think of an argument for flat Earth that logically makes sense. You have to be so low IQ to actually believe it is real.
Yeah.
And the
That's like the
issue,
only argument. Like you're actually retarded if you believe that. Like you're dumb. You, like you're always taught when debating. You attack the argument, not the person.
There goes
I attack
the
the person. Like, you're so dumb. You actually believe that you're retarded.
There goes all our flat Earth viewers, but yeah.
and the,
Oh,
I'm glad they're
happy
gone.
they're gone.
So long.
Hey,
so long, get
Good riddance.
if I knew they were flat Earth and they were still watching us religiously, I'd be depressed. I'm like, oh my god, I'd be sad.
And like the issue with the flat earthers too is it's like they have the mentality as if you call them stupid, the more they believe it because like he's in on it. He's with the government.
With the government. He
Yeah.
You just can't do anything.
You think
against the
some
flat
random?
earthers.
I'm just random dude. Why
I'm
am I
Joe
with the
Schmo.
government?
What are you on about?
It's like you're paid off by the government.
I wish.
money do you think the
wish-
government has?
No, you know what?
We're in debt.
You know what? I wish I was paid off by the
I
government.
wish the government would just pay me to just say the Earth's round. I wish.
Put in the easiest job of my
I
life.
don't know how
Yeah.
much debt we're in.
We make it
They
out of the
can't
hood,
do it.
boys.
Yeah, I'll never get a job.
Is
That's
there
easy.
is there any conspiracies that y'all do believe in?
JFK was assassinated by CIA.
Okay.
I
I do
believe that.
like the JFK conspiracies.
Yeah.
What about you two?
I think there's also Illuminati and the Stonemasons. But that's just me.
Cryptids.
This one's a little the JFK thing. I don't really just believe this, but I think it's really interesting. Have you seen like the very weird coincidences between JFK and Abraham Lincoln's
In
assassinations?
Lincoln, everything's exactly the same.
like almost everything exactly.
Well, it's like
the
it's
same.
the
Like,
same,
what's
but it's the
similar?
same but inverted. So like Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln. Lincoln was shot in a theater, and the guy ran to a warehouse, and Kennedy was shot in a warehouse, and he ran to a theater.
Ooh,
It's
that's
like
cool.
they were taken. I think
That's
it was
cool.
like exactly 100 or like roughly 100 years apart. They're both in 65, 65. I can't
See, both Lincoln and
much.
Kennedy were concerned with civil rights. Lincoln was elected in 1860. Kennedy was in 1960. Both were slain on a Friday in the presence of their wife. Both were shot from behind and in the head. Their successors were both named Johnson, were both Southern Democrats, and were both in the Senate.
Wow.
Andrew Johnson was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson born in 1908.
Wow.
Like
that's cool.
the similarities are so insane that I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
not
and not only that, like the theater one,
simulation.
I think it was Ford Theater, and Kennedy was shot in a Lincoln Ford.
Ford,
So
yeah.
it's a
Ford.
Lincoln Ford.
Ford.
It's like
Yeah,
that's pretty-
It's so there's so I don't believe it, but it's
so many-
just so
like,
crazy.
That cannot be a coincidence.
I mean,
It can be.
The way,
It can-
the way
it
it can be.
in
'Cause the way-
infinite-
there's a word for it, but I can't remember what the word is.
It's plausible, but it's not. It's possible, but it's not really plausible.
Yeah, it's cool. I guess that leads me into my next question. Like, is there any conspiracies that you wish or like hope that is true?
Oh, I did see one.
Da
I can't-
Matrix.
What?
Da Matrix.
Da Matrix.
Oh, they just meant dominatrix. Like,
No,
those are
no,
people-
bro,
you
Go
got
the
the street,
streets,
you got the
Eduardo.
street, bro.
The what?
Oh, the Matrix. You know how people are always like,
Oh, like,
the
you
Matrix?
want to be in a simulation? Why?
Not really, but
Why?
I always,
Why?
I always think that's funny. It's like it's
You think
kind
it'd be funny?
of cool.
You're,
you
you're
know,
being used as a human
it's
battery.
kind of cool though.
Or you wake up and it's dystopia.
It's kind of cool though.
How?
Yeah, you wake up in a vat where you can't breathe. You gotta fight a way out, and then you have to like look at robot monsters who are gonna come kill you.
Everything you know is a lie, Eduardo.
Yeah.
You'd be depressed. You would not.
I would be, but that's kind of cool.
How? How
It'd
is
be
that
like-
cool?
I don't know. People be like, the simulation is breaking. I'd be like, something about it. Something about it. That's
You're not waking up
that
and
little,
thinking this is
that little
cool.
piece in my brain. It's like it just scratches that itch that I had. It's like this is kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe it was a concept. But if you woke up and
Oh
like,
yeah, I'd be depressed. I'd hate myself, but it's just that small piece in the back of my mind. But the
I
only
mean,
cryptid I
I-
believe is just like conspiracy or cryptids like monsters and shit.
Like what?
Yeah,
Like Kukui and like fucking ghost dog. out there.
like ghost dog.
I don't know what ghost dog, but I think things like Sasquatch
Like Ghost
are
Bear.
plausible.
Ghost dog. I don't know about Sasquatch.
How? How has no one seen it then, or like got actual good?
No, like
footage
it
of
did exist.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
to
but
say
it's
it's
extinct?
possible, but like it would make sense. Like it,
Well, yeah,
you
Gigantopithecus
could
did
have
exist.
a mammal that had that size, or maybe it was just like one freakishly large gorilla that was just walking around.
Oh yeah, my argument's never like Sasquatch never existed. I believe at one point maybe it did exist because that's
That's
how
what I'm
evolution is. But to exist now and we've never seen it, cap.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
That's what I feel about all cryptics, like Loch Ness monster. No, the way technology has progressed nowadays, there's no shot creatures that exist. Like if they exist in the deep ocean, sure, possible.
Yeah.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen
I'm
it.
more open
But
to
if it's
oceans.
on land and we have no evidence of it, cap, it doesn't
Not
exist.
only that, the
then.
Loch Ness monster is native to one lake. You tell me they can't find a lake,
Yeah.
one lake, and then this gigantic monster is eluding everything in one lake.
Yeah.
Well, their excuse is like it has this ability to like go into a different dimension.
Hollow Earth. That's the one. That's the.
The Hollow
Hollow Earth would be crazy.
Yeah,
I do wish I was
would be
real
crazy. I kind of do wish that.
Yeah,
Or
would
like
be
Yeah,
the. Have you seen Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Rim would go
that
crazy
would
too.
go
I don't know. About that. I don't think I want that to.
I don't want it, but it would go
That'd be
crazy.
Tell me it wouldn't go crazy.
Okay.
You'd be like, no, it'd go crazy.
I'll be crying because I'm like, bruh.
I'll be like,
How
yo,
it
I'm joining the
exists?
Marines. I'm like,
that's when the Deven Ed combo happens.
But it doesn't mean they have to be aggressive to us. Just because they like exist doesn't mean they have to be like we destroy. It's not like a movie where it's like, well, I'm big, might as well destroy your town.
Well, I thought the
'Cause that's like how
I thought the
kaijus
story
work.
was like they're made from the earth. Oh wait, no, they're from a different dimension, right?
Well, they're inside.
Yeah,
They're
but
the
aren't
Hollow
they-
Earth. They're from the core.
Yeah, I thought it was like it's like Earth making like something to eradicate humans or some shit.
No, I thought it was like
Pacific Rim. No.
I thought that was the explanation for like the kaijus, like Godzilla.
Kaiju
and
and Godzilla.
That's what I was saying. Isn't Pacific
that's
Rim
the Earth making?
That's what I
No,
said.
the kaiju was meant to destroy like civilization, and Godzilla was meant to protect them.
Well, I meant like that's the whole idea behind it. Is like the Earth created them to destroy the humans.
Or
Yeah.
like keep us in check. I thought the
Yeah, keep
Pacific
us in
Rim was
check.
another dimension. Isn't
No,
it?
It's
Pacific
Hollow
Rim.
Earth.
It's Hollow Earth, but I think wasn't it explained as like humans not made too much noise, but like
They messed with the hole.
We messed with them, and then like they're like, "Hey, fuck you! I'm gonna go beat your ass." And then
Yeah.
they came out.
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
were chilling for so long. It was just, Americans were like, touch it, and then they like kind of like messing with it.
It would be
They
crazy.
kept poking the
Touch
barriers,
that.
like fighting back. Ooh,
No, what? Why are they fighting?
That makes sense because the way
I think the one you're thinking about is Edge of Tomorrow.
No,
I think
'cause
those are
I
the
think you're
ones
also
that
thinking
are
about
spawning
One
in.
Punch Man episode 1. The one monster came and goes, "I was created by the Earth to destroy humans. Humans are a plague." And then
because I thought they sent that.
he's like, "Hey, child." And it's like,
Remember-
Thomas like,
I remember they sent the ship in there and like they nuked like the queen or some shit, and it looked like a whole like another like dimension. It could be. It's been so long.
The queen.
What?
Then I nuked the queen because it was the
they
queen.
killed the queen.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
they-
about Britain.
Boy, they killed the queen.
Oh, no,
Boy.
the Queen
I don't know
monster.
what
Bloody
date I said,
hell.
but y'all remember the date.
I think that was Edge of Tomorrow. I don't know about it.
Yeah, I'm
No, I
pretty sure
remember-
you're
I remember
thinking of
that
Edge of
movie.
Tomorrow.
I might be blending them in. That was another good movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what also was a good movie that like I think it was I was kind of let down.
Kong versus
Cloverfield,
Godzilla?
like
Oh.
the series. The first one, like I actually liked. I don't like the found footage movies.
Really?
But,
I
like
do.
Cloverfield was fun,
I've never
and
seen
then they
it.
went like a completely
Really?
different direction with every
We
movie.
saw it
And
at-
I'm like,
I
this
like-
is dumb.
left.
Okay, I like Cloverfield and Cloverfield Lane. I just hate Paradox.
I didn't like Paradox either.
Lane was the one where they were.
They're in the
In the
bunker.
countryside.
Yeah, they're in the bunker. Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that one. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that one's
fun.
good.
But I think it's like that could have
Paradox
been
was
good as like
horrible.
not just Cloverfield, like a different thing. It's like
Well, yeah,
It's 'cause it's
the
like,
way
it's-
Cloverfield
it's
one set up is
expanding
like
the
set up
It's
very-
because you just don't like the artistic direction they
Yeah, I
decide
don't
to
like
go
that.
with.
That's just a personal thing.
You
It's
like
like-
a
Consistent
more
story.
cohesive sequel,
Yeah.
like Star Wars 1 to 2.
the Paradox
type
was
of
the one
thing.
where they were on the space station, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah. That
Paradox.
one wouldn't be bad. It's just like, again, that was number 2, wasn't it?
That was 3.
Was it 3?
Yeah, that's the
I
last
don't know.
one.
Lane
It
was
just
2.
it just all didn't make sense. Like I was like for me, like it made sense within the movie,
Paradox,
but it's
like-
well, no, I understand the plot. You don't gotta.
No, I'm not
explain it.
explaining the plot. You're like, I got it, and then around the end, I was like, it started getting like yiffy.
Yeah.
Well, Cloverfield, how it works is it's really complex, and you have to. It's not something you're gonna understand on your first watch.
Yeah.
You have to actually go back and be like, okay, put these together. That's where that happens.
That's why I love
and-
watching Cloverfield videos, like Slusho.
yeah.
That's a big.
It's just like I liked the first movie the way it was going, and then it just felt like it was a completely different direction. I was like, whoa. You know,
Yeah.
maybe I'm just brain dead or something. Too much
Um,
Valorant or something.
Nah.
To go to like the back to what he was talking about, conspiracy theories. I can't remember what country it was. I think it was either like Norway or Denmark. But there's one conspiracy theory I saw where this dude said his dad believed it, and apparently it was like a Reddit post, and apparently it's like a thing that a lot of people believe. I can't remember what the exact country, so I'm just gonna say Denmark for now. But they say like it's a fake country; it doesn't exist.
Oh, I think
Let
it
me
was
see.
Oh, like,
Denmark.
it's
Denmark or
Denmark?
Sweden or something like that.
I remember
They're like,
seeing that because like it was like a cardboard, or not like a cardboard. It was like the houses are like fake and all that. And
yeah, I remember seeing that.
And I was like, this, when I first saw it, I was like, this is cap. No way his dad believes this. And I went down the rabbit hole of that theory. It's like, that's actually crazy. It's kind of believable. I don't believe it, but it's,
think
actually
it was
more
Sweden.
believable.
I think
It says
It's not Sweden. It's not Sweden. It's
not
something
Sweden?
less popular than Sweden. I think it's Denmark or
Yeah.
it's
I
more
think it's
less
Denmark,
popular.
honestly.
it says Finland, but let me-
Finland.
let
That's
me-
I think
let me
it's
look
Yeah,
at
I think
it.
it's
okay.
Finland. Yeah.
Because it's so far.
I saw people like, yeah, everything from there is from IKEA. I was like, dude, their whole town is built from IKEA.
Well, I think that's like the stupid people.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I thought
there's, like
it was a meme.
like if you go to like the smart side of it, it's like it's pretty insane. The thoughts they go into
Smart
making that
side?
theory.
What's
Yeah,
crazy
like-
is anything real?
Yeah, every conspiracy theory has a smart side
Yeah,
and a dumb
dumb
side.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was-
got
it
it.
And
was
then
a
there's
meme.
flat earthers.
And then
who
there's
don't
flat
have a
Earth that's
smart
just
side.
all
Yeah.
dumb.
I thought it was just like all retarded.
Yeah,
There's
no one
smart side.
respects flat earthers.
Yeah. Well, even as dumb as flat earthers are, there's still a spectrum. There's dumber, and then there's less dumb.
Yeah.
Like, there's
But
people
you're
who are
still
like-
dumb, it's just less
Like the
dumb.
guy that
There's
made the
people like
test.
they'd be like, I can't see the ice wall. I can. Maybe your eyes just suck. Like there's that kind of dumb, and there's like, well, because of the curvature. Like they're trying to make sense of it.
Yes, we have an atmosphere which does distort light.
Yeah.
Like they're intelligent, but they're not.
But they're not
smart.
actually intelligent.
They're intelligent, but they're not smart.
Yeah.
This is the difference.
So like that's why you gotta, if you find a good conspiracy theory, you just gotta like find the right side of it to see like the good, interesting.
Well, that's
parts
why
of
I
it.
know so much about flat Earth is because I've seen. I mean, it's ridiculous, like, but I've seen models and stuff, and I've actually like examined and studied models from flat Earth because I was like, I want to understand what they think, and that's why I know so much about the models and stuff, the different types of models.
Yeah.
But it's still dumb, like it's ridiculous, but it's like more intelligent than like the Earth's a coin.
Yeah.
Like, there's just an ice wall. Why? Because.
Also, another conspiracy theory that I want to be real is the Area 51 having like aliens.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
me,
true.
me
Oh,
too.
yeah,
I
that too,
want that to be
forgot
real
about
so
that.
bad.
Yeah. They got the Omnitrix, they got
Like,
the Dragon Balls,
they got the Master Ball in there.
Dude, that would go crazy.
The stand arrows.
Imagine.
I want it because if that theory is real, that means aliens are also real.
Yeah.
Which
I don't
would also
know.
go crazy.
It's weird because like if they are holding like an alien captive, I don't want them to provoke that alien.
Nah.
He's already provoked. He's been captive for a long
That's what I'm
time.
saying,
Hey,
bro.
Roswell was like, what, 47?
What if it's like
Now
the-
aliens be like, hey, why you have Jink Junk in there? I'm like,
I think at this point they don't care about Jink Jong. He's been there for so long. They don't care about it.
Actually, though,
Return.
to West. The orbits are different.
What?
Yeah, I did see that one.
Yeah,
You were
like,
saying
because like it depends on the size of their solar system. So it's like the bigger the planet, the bigger the orbit, or the bigger the planet, typically the bigger the solar system. Sorry. Backtrack one last time. The bigger the habitable planet, the bigger the solar system. Because like we have big planets like Jupiter, but it's inhabitable because it's just gas. So it's
Yeah.
like you can't live there. But like Earth, if you were to scale it higher, the solar system would have to scale higher because it's a dense planet.
Yeah.
But it's like at that point your system of time would be different because time is relative. So it's like for us, it's 80 years. For them, it's like a week.
yeah, it's
I
like
mean,
the
I
difference
think-
between like a horsefly's perception of time and our perception of time.
'Cause they're so short.
It's like a month of lifespan
Yeah.
versus our 90
I'm
years.
pretty sure a bigger planet will go slower because isn't because
Yeah, so time
Mercury
would slow down.
Mercury
Time would
spins
slow down.
faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's right.
So it's like the bigger it is, the lesser time because time is relative.
yeah.
Which is the same reason as like because a black hole is so dense that it distorts time. So theoretically, and it's because obviously no one's done it.
Interstellar?
No,
What?
but like you could go into a black hole and see the entirety of time before dying.
Yeah, it's Interstellar.
I haven't seen Interstellar.
Oh, because like
I was
Interstellar, that's
thinking
how,
like they like went in and then went out.
no,
wait,
he
never
doesn't
mind,
go
never
in
saw
the black hole
Interstellar.
because he would die.
He was the event
well, he
horizon.
does at the end.
It's the
but,
event horizon.
he gets just like not too close to it, but it's close enough to where he like skipped 50 years of time just because
Yeah, he
being
gets
that
closer. He
close
gets
to
closer
it.
to the event
Yeah,
horizon. Yeah.
So he like skipped 50 years of time. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's like theoretically you could go into a black hole and you would see the entirety of time, and it would be like a nanosecond to a nanosecond to like the way a nanosecond is to a second, a nanosecond to that, and then it keeps going exponentially, and that's how it would be like in our perception of time. But he would see the entirety of everything. So that would be. I mean, so yeah. To go off that, the bigger the planet, the slower
I
time
remember
is.
when I
for
was
them,
younger, I used to think
perception-wise.
space was cool, but now I just like the older I get, the more scared I get of space because it's like crazy shit up there.
I'm not really
Not
scared.
really.
I'm like in awe.
I don't know.
I think-
going into some wormhole. And
I think the
then gone.
ocean is scarier
I think the
than
ocean's
space.
way scary.
I didn't
I was
really
gonna ask
think
you.
A
about
that.
wormhole is not as common as you think. You're not gonna just stumble in space. Wormhole.
Just the
Okay,
idea
okay,
of like
that
at any
reminds me.
moment.
Would you rather have aliens be real or like leviathans be real?
Which one's the
Aliens.
Leviathan?
Depends on what kind of
Ocean
aliens. If
creatures,
they're boring aliens,
Yeah,
then
but-
Leviathans. But if they're interesting,
So you want, like,
it
a more,
really
like-
depends.
Like
No,
combat
because-
always,
or
the
what?
Leviathan is
What
always
do you-
different.
What's your version of interesting? Like they like want to go to war with us?
like if it's like an alien who's less advanced than us, it's like boring. I don't care.
how they
it was
get to
weird.
us then?
Yeah, that's what I say. Like how they get to us, but it could be fluke.
let's say they're technologically sound enough to have not mastered but efficiently utilized space travel.
But even then, that'd be
would-
helpful because then we could just take that knowledge.
Yeah.
But then also, I'd be a little if
Let
they.
me take it back.
exist-
Actually, not leviathans. Let's say like
fuck's a
mermaids and
leviathan?
like Atlantis and stuff like that.
So basically, the water cryptics.
So like water cryptics, or not really, but like Atlantis, like advanced
Lost City.
underwater
Atlantis?
civilizations, or like aliens.
Okay, is Atlantis still thriving or they're all dead?
No, like they're like thriving, like
Then
like
yes,
DC
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Like a-
Then Atlantis, absolutely.
DC Atlantis.
Why?
Because that's a whole civilization we can actually visit. If it's aliens, what's the chances they're gonna be like, yeah, let you humans come with us? No, they look at our past and be like, we hate you niggas. You guys suck.
But what about the guys in
I have
Atlantis
to do
see the
that.
past? Well, the guys in
They
Atlantis have
would,
like
though.
first
Why don't
hand.
the aliens do that? The aliens are like, yo, y'all are
Y'all polluted-
tripping. Why
y'all
you-
polluted this water.
It's like name one thing: slavery. What?
I'm black. That's not me. Let me in.
Yeah, we already-
I think we can convince the Atlanteans more because I think if they're from the same planet as us, they have a similar build to us. Whereas aliens could have a completely different mindset than us.
Well, there's
and
that one book that like it goes into the bad side of aliens, where it's like they genetically modify humans. I forget what it's called.
What the fuck are you on about?
Basically, it's like aliens make contact, and they're like humans are ass. They're pests to us, so we're gonna like run experiments on them, and they completely encode our genome. And then while in the embryonic phase, so like as a embryo and like get your girls pregnant, they change the genes, so it's like humans will have like 6 arms, but it's like they have an arm coming out of their eyes instead of having actual eyes, and they make like creatures like that, and it's supposed to be like super scary, but I actually kind of want to read it.
Interesting.
I forgot what,
Yeah, pee again, dude.
Oh my god, I know you're not talking about it.
I am talking.
bladder,
What if I am?
Like, so what do you think about it then, Devin? Like Atlantis
aliens
versus
or
aliens?
Atlanteans?
I mean, to me, it's like kind of like even. Like, I don't know. Like Atlantis is Atlantis. They're chill, and space is space. I mean, I kind of see your point. Like, since they are the Atlanteans, they might be more inclined to work with us since we share like the Earth, and like they might be more inclined to have diplomatic relationships with us. Because the aliens, they can just leave and they can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
The Atlanteans, they're stuck here with us. So
Yeah, and also I feel like because they're from our planet, they need to have similar stuff like internally that we do to survive on Earth. Obviously, it's different because they're underwater, but like it's similar enough to where I think if we like work together, science, we can like eventually like have a middle ground to where they could like come up to the air and we can go down to them.
Yeah.
And like that would be crazy if
I
we
mean,
can explore like the deep oceans like
I
that,
don't
just
know
like
if I
Aquaman style.
I
That'd
don't
be
know if I
fun.
see the creatures down there because some of those creatures be bugging.
Like
But if you have an Atlantean with you, they can like speak to the creatures.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
yeah,
right.
he's chilling, and I'm like, yeah,
Like the goblin fish, shark. I
Those
mean,
are
goblin shark,
actual
yeah.
demons.
yeah.
like anglerfish. Dude, I heard anglerfishes are way bigger than you think they are.
I don't know. I hear the opposite. I hear people go like
Yeah.
anglerfish aren't as big as what people say they are, and then I'm also saying that people think anglerfish are bigger.
Yeah,
than
because
what
I
they actually
remember, I can't
are. I
remember.
think like the average size is like 3 feet.
yeah, cause
Which is bigger than I thought they were. I thought they were like
Oh.
Nemo sized. I was like, oh, anglerfish small.
okay.
I didn't know that they were like
'Cause
they could fit in my arm size.
Okay.
So I remember
I see.
discussing on the podcast, and for some reason, Nemo kind of warped my perception. I thought they were like way bigger, and then I looked up, they're like 3 feet.
How big did
That's
you think
big.
they
That's
originally
big to
were?
me.
Well, the reason why you thought about that is because you look at in Nemo, you look at everything from like Nemo's perspective.
That's what I was saying. Like it warped my perception. I thought they were like big.
But
and
like,
then-
how much bigger did you think they were? Because 3 feet is still pretty big for a fish. That's
I know,
that's
but
huge.
I thought they were like
Like
if they're
10?
me, they're like
sharks.
Like yeah, sharks. Like 2 times.
you thought they
me.
were shark size?
It warped my perception. I don't know.
That's insane.
Because like how much bigger they were than Nemo. I forget Nemo was like an actual like small.
He's like
fish.
this
Yeah.
big.
Like a
But
clownfish.
The fact they were that much bigger than Nemo, and like I saw a shark, like Bruce and all of them. I'm like, dang, bro, they're as big as sharks. That must be crazy. Because they didn't, because like they're basically saying at least. From
I think
my
it's just
point
like an
of view.
animation thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I guess maybe if we like befriend the aliens, which I think it's a lot harder to do. But if we could somehow be like, yeah, we're chill with them. Maybe they share technology with us, and that helps us a lot and some type of advancement. I don't know. I feel like if we have Jink Junk in Area 51, I don't think they're gonna be chill with us. They're like, why?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why'd
Why
you
are
capture
you
him?
holding Jit captive?
we
not
like to call him
His
Jit
name's-
for short.
His name's actually Jit. It's like, why you in Jit track? You ain't tripping, bro.
Well, his name is Jink Junk, but Jit's his nickname everyone gave him.
Yeah. His name is
Joe Chippin, bro.
Chick Chop.
Maybe they do have an alien at Area 51, and that's how they were getting the nuclear advances.
And knowing
Maybe-
America,
maybe
we would
that's-
lie to the aliens. We'd
Yeah,
be
we
like,
would.
we didn't capture him.
Yeah,
He
it was-
stumbled
That's
here.
the Chinese.
Because his chip says he's right here. It's like,
Like, no, it was Russia. They stole
yeah,
him and
yeah.
they forced us to have him. So we were like,
the
I
chip
guess.
says there, but it's on the other side of the Earth. Well, and that's
because it goes like
fine.
through.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
we. I think we can say anything about
And they pull up the
Atlantis.
3D diagram. They go
The second we figure out Atlantis has some like resource that we don't have, like, all right,
for sure.
Yeah,
we want
would.
to be a part of America, right?
Yeah.
forcefully
Like,
U.S.
It's like the hand on the shoulder, like you gonna join us, right?
Like,
I think the
USA.
difference is though, like we can't do anything. How are we gonna get to them? We're gonna get a submarine. They're just like, nah, they'll smack the hoe out.
Yeah,
We'll swim.
Why are they? You're
Leviathan
You're
just
just
go,
they're that much stronger than us.
No, not them. Like they'll just like deny us because
How?
we have. How are we getting down
Ocean
to the depths
creatures?
of the ocean?
I don't know.
Exactly. The only way we can get there is a submarine, and then like
Even them, he probably wouldn't.
yeah,
Even
there's
then,
no
yeah.
shot we can get to them. Whereas aliens, if they come to us and we got Jink Junk captured, we already got
They
them.
got
Clearly, we had the materials to capture Jit. So,
True. We put Jit down. We
Yeah.
put you down too.
hey, you think you're better than Jit? No, Jit said he's an elite warrior.
He's an
Just say
upper
he's a
class.
goat on your planet, and just is like some random like janitor. Like
Jit said he was the goat.
he said he never lost a battle. 10 billion battles, never lost one.
Yeah, he's an elite warrior.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they like came to our planet and they're like, oh yeah, that fiction you guys have, that's our real, that's our world.
Like Saiyans, we're actually Saiyans.
Yeah, we're they're
yeah.
saying that we're fine.
Planet 52? That's real, bro.
I saw one because there's like a planet like obviously light years
Planet
away.
X?
That's it's not called a sister planet because it's so far away, and that's like I think Mercury is our sister planet, but it's a planet that's parallel to
Yeah,
Earth.
Venus.
Venus, yeah. It's a planet that is in a system that's completely parallel to us. So their
I know
solar
what you're
system
talking about,
is entirely identical to us, and they have a planet on there that is actually habitable and kind of looks like
It's
Earth.
roughly the same size of Earth.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I think I've
predicted to
seen
have
that.
water and vegetation.
Yeah.
Which means there's life.
So people were saying if that Earth existed and that was like where like the comic worlds existed, wouldn't that go crazy? Then they come here, they're like, oh, they
until
make comic
Zod
books
pulls
about
up,
us,
he's like, and you're like,
How do you know about our knowledge?
and they're like, bruh, that didn't happen. No, I didn't trip there. He's tripping. Who wrote this? Who wrote
He's
this?
tripping. I'm not tripping.
And Jit wrote it.
Jit wrote it. All right.
Yo,
Like
Why
what
do
you
you
do?
talk to
Superman
this
just pulls up. He's like, hey, that comic's inaccurate.
I'm actually evil. It's like,
I'm
I'm actually
I start
evil.
crying. I'm like,
I'll actually destroy this planet.
it's like, do it, pussy. Do it.
I'm like, so if you're real, that means there's another Kryptonian out there that's good, then, right?
No, we're all evil. we take over worlds and enslave your women. It's like
at that point,
I'm not a woman, son.
there's like the
We
there's,
kill
there's,
men.
we like force castration on men. It's like,
bro, there's
how do you do that? We pull it off.
Oh my god.
This ain't DC anymore. This is just like
Yeah, there's
like,
vulture mites.
invincible.
Yeah,
this
there's
is invincible.
I'll be praying our government like, please, just let them do whatever they want.
Let them have their way with us.
Like we'll join you, please.
All right, Mr.
I'd
Man.
low key be like, you remember like Django, how Samuel L. Jackson character? I'm switching sides.
Yeah.
I'm ops. I'm like,
I never got the concept of people saying like no to the vulture mites. Like, no, we will not join your
What are
government.
you gonna do? What are you gonna stop him?
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
You got one person to stop him. You got one person. I mean,
Yeah,
technically two, but like, yeah.
if Superman comes down, he's like, I'm snitching. I'm like, all right, let me show you everything. There's Area 51.
Yeah.
There's the Capitol. There's Devin.
like,
He's
here's
a menace.
I'm like, here's some water.
Oh yeah, if Wardo has kryptonite, you might want to kill
I'd be
him.
like,
How do you use my weakness? I know.
I know.
I'm a goat, right? Remember that? I intellectually, I probably should be in your army.
Trust me, I can help you, Superman. I've read all your comics. I know everything.
I know your entire life.
Has
That's
Doomsday come
Eduardo,
to your
he's
planet yet?
tripping,
Who's
there's
Doomsday?
Devin,
Trust me,
Devin.
I'll save you when Doomsday comes.
You do
You see Doomsday's like, hey, that's Doomsday. It's like, does Doomsday come? It's like, Superman's like, no. And he like lands behind you. And it's like, he's behind me, isn't he?
it's like Doomsday comes like, already Gabriel, face Doomsday.
Yeah, you said you got
I'm
him,
like-
right?
I said I got him. I said I'm fighting him.
It's like, go get him.
I got the solution.
Go get your solution.
I'm like, take me to your planet and I'll figure out a solution.
No,
Take me out- I
No,
find their.
Doomsday doesn't have a solution.
Yes, he does. I'll find
You
the
just kill
equivalent to their
him.
Batman, and I'll be like, all right, Batman, what we got?
All you can do is beat him. That's all you can do.
Yeah, but you
He's a
can.
straight hands. You just gotta run the hands.
No. I'll be like, if Batman exists, he's smart. He'll figure out something. Where's the Phantom Zone? All right, we toss him in there. We outsmart Doomsday, make him fall into the Phantom
It's
Zone.
like, already
Easy.
young Gabe, go do all that.
He's not gonna say that, bro.
Alrighty.
The plan hinges on him.
Earthling, go face Doomsday.
All right, give me the
No.
the kryptonite serum they have it, not kryptonite, the Superman serum they have in Injustice. Give me that hoe, then I'll do it.
Even then, I'm still doing your green body.
Give me some of Martian Manhunter's blood.
Oh, okay.
I'm going crazy then. What would you do if I came back to Earth with Martian Manhunter powers?
I'd say, give me some.
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, what are we doing
How
here?
you do that?
I'm like, how'd you do that?
I think if I give you my blood, it would just get diluted. You'd be like worst version of me.
I
You get like one power.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it'd be worth it. I think you gotta like actually go get the source.
Yeah, that's what I've been
I'd
asking.
take
Like,
you.
how'd you
I'd
do
take
that? I'm
you.
not
Oh, you
saying
want me to take you?
Yes.
You know
Gabe, would you not want to take me, bro? Me?
how?
How am
How'd
I
you get back?
taking you?
How'd you get back?
I flew back because I'm the Martian. I can fly through space. You can't.
So like encased me
You
in
can
metal.
you can shapeshift. Just
You're like,
I'm not impossible man or plastic man. I can't do that.
No, Gabe, just take a shift, like a shuttle. I'll get in a space shuttle, and then you just take the whole shuttle.
Just ask for more, bro.
Ask for more? What juice? I'm like, I'm bringing back wealth for my boy.
yeah, but let's go.
It's like
Honestly, if you get the powers, just like sneak some and then go.
Sneak some.
how are you gonna
blood?
sneak some
Yeah,
blood?
it's like-
I'm like, what's that over there?
Only 4 more. Only 4 more.
Don't worry, that's how we do it on Earth. This is how we greet people. We take their
I was
blood.
like, oh, okay, let me.
No, there
greet
was
you
something. There was
your
like
style.
It's like we don't have the blood. He follows you. He's like.
Or I'll just be like, oh, yeah, what's over there? And it's like a room full of fire, and then wait till he passes out, and I'm like,
There's something.
but at that point they'd come back for me. They're like, he's a villain. I'm like,
Yeah, but then you got 6 of us.
yeah, but then they just come back with DC heroes, like niggas like Superman comes here. They know what we do.
That's why the 6 of us.
As long as
6 Martian Manhunter's not beating Superman. He goes heat vision. We're all down.
Nah.
But
We're all down.
You know
I'll
how
say
strong
one
Martian
more
Manhunter is?
What?
You know how strong Martian Manhunter is?
Yeah, you know his weaknesses, right? You know what Superman can create on command? Fire, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
All you do is look at this carpet and we're all done.
I don't know why you're just eating it, bro. Just you can phase through things.
He can't, when fire's around, he can't do
You
anything.
can't use his powers whatsoever.
No, he can't do anything when fire's around. It's like kryptonite. It's like
And he doesn't-
Superman's super fast, just run away from the kryptonite. He can't.
Yeah, okay. Some niggas with a torch to be like, hey, Martian Man, look at this.
Just a lighter, bro. That's all it takes. Like,
You got a light?
Oh my god. I think it has to be more than that, but
yeah,
yeah.
it's more.
it's still.
I guess if I was there and I'm like, give me some, Martian Manhunter would be cool, but I'm like, give me the Speed Force. I'll take that back home.
Why are you getting the...
Force. I will take the Speed Force.
You can't make it. Mike can't hear you.
Yeah, well,
I will take
what's
the
his mic
Speedforce.
placement?
Yeah, why is like pointing at the ceiling,
It's
bro?
because he's messing with the Rubik's cube.
Yeah, fix it.
Yo, are you
Then-
But nah.
But yeah, obviously,
My what?
hungry?
Hungry?
Hungary?
Potentially.
All right, what were you gonna
What
say?
were you gonna say?
I'm like, yeah, the Speed Force is cool. Now, like, if you don't take the Speed Force, you're dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I think Martian Manhunter have more
But
practical
let's say, okay, you do get super speed. Maybe not the Speed Force because the Speed Force is broken. But like, you're fast. You're faster than light.
What?
I need the Speed Force to survive.
Why?
Because if I'm running at the speed of light, I'm dying.
Let's just say you have like durability. I don't know.
That's why I need the Speed Force.
I don't- There's fast characters you don't have the Speed Force.
Like
Like,
I don't know, like
Quicksilver?
no.
Marvel's different. They have different type of resistance.
Mhm.
But in
Yeah.
DC, if you're a speedster, you have the Speed Force or the negative Speed Force.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
I don't know. Plastic Man has always been cool in my opinion.
Okay.
I've
I
control
can't
over-
just like get his power though.
You know
Like,
that
it
guy
doesn't
from
work like
Sky
that.
High?
I can actually get the Speed Force. I can't just like get his
How are
power.
you getting the Speed Force?
The Speed Force just has to accept you.
Why is it
It'll be
accepting
like,
you?
accept-
Why are you just the guy?
I'm going to Barry and I'm like making him accept me.
How?
Barry's like,
Oh.
okay.
Is
yeah, I
ain't
got
Barry
you.
Like, okay,
isn't Barry
this
is there Speed
scenario-
Force? Or is
What?
did Barry create the Speed Force? Is that
Yeah.
how it works? Okay.
The way like the scenario was set up is they brought me there and they let me choose what I want. I can't choose Plastic Man because he doesn't have any way to give me his power. Or I could be like Dr. Manhattan, recreate the whole situation so I can be
I want
you.
to feel my body get atomized. No,
Yeah,
like,
like, it has to be something they can like give me. Like Martian Manhunter can give me his blood.
Okay, that makes sense. Like, hey,
You said
Plastic
that would
Man,
be
look at
cool, Devin.
Barry can also take his speed out from some certain devices. He can take his speed out and give it to me,
Yeah.
which would effectively make me connect to the Speed Force.
and then once you
And
have
at that point, I just have to keep training and I just get stronger.
I'll say that once you get that connection, then you just keep going.
Yeah, I just go from there.
You just need that initial
You
connection.
don't want like the negative Speed Force?
What is that?
It's,
no,
what-
that's what
it's a
Dawn
reverse.
has.
Is it who?
Dawn.
Dawn,
Oh, okay.
reverse flash.
Yeah, for that guy, reverse flash. He's something different. Like what? Who? I'm like, oh yeah.
Who? No, because I think
'Cause
the
doesn't his power allow him like what is it, like to steal people's like time
Yeah.
some shit?
he can like steal. He can steal your energy from the positive Speed Force, but I think there's more downsides to it, so I
Is
don't
there?
think it's worth it.
Yeah, what's downsides?
I'm pretty sure there is. I don't know off rip, but I'm pretty sure there is one.
I'm telling you, bro. That speedster from Sky High didn't have any downsides.
Yeah, he's
Except
also
that
moving
he's
like
trash.
subsonic. What are we doing?
He's a high schooler.
He's
Not doing
subsonic.
anything to me.
He's subsonic.
He's got to learn. Bro.
How old do you think Wally West is? The nigga's 15.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That ain't how old Wally was in the show.
He was in the
What
show. He was in high school.
CW?
Yeah.
He was in high school.
Is he?
What are we? Yes. What are we
Why
doing?
look at me for it.
I don't know.
I didn't watch the show, but I know about Wally.
He's like 16 or 17 in the show at most.
Yeah, Wally's crazy.
He
That's
barely has
crazy.
his license because he was doing like street racing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
He's like, I got my
I knew he
license
did
and started
street
driving.
races, but I thought he could just.
No, that Mossy Menos. Mossy Menos, Impulse. All these are like kid speedsters who are like way better than Subsonic.
Yeah, I don't know who any of those were.
You never saw Teen
You guys
Titans,
see
right?
Titans?
Yeah.
no.
Mossy Menos
Menos,
kinda crazy.
yeah.
I
Mossy
saw,
Menos
I
kinda
saw someone
crazy.
like crazy. They're like Mossy Menos low-key faster than Wally West. And I was like,
That's
bruh.
cat rap. I would have to see the skin.
He was like, hear me out. Mossy Menos, when he's racing with, or not Moss, he's just Moss. When he's racing Wally, he's keeping up a little bit. Wally's like, he's ahead, but he's a little bit. But then when Mossy Menos team up, they're double the speed. So Mossy Meadows faster. And I was like, low-key spin. Mossy Meadows team up. They're double the speed. Because that's like actually their canon. If they hold hands,
they hold hands.
2 times as fast.
They go faster.
So you said like I didn't know how they were like working together. I thought it was gonna be like a fusion kind of thing.
No,
You said-
they like
They have to hold hands.
And they're like,
Yeah, they hold
they're
hands.
like one's Moss and one's Meadows.
I- well, I
they're
figured
No,
that.
one's Moss and one's Menos. He means and.
DC's literally racist. They're like, oh, Spanish character, Moss y Menos. Menos.
so funny.
So funny, bro.
Yeah, you just hold hands. I was like, oh, I was expecting more.
No,
They're
this
not like fusion.
they're fun characters on Teen Titans.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're funny.
Are they from like the Titans West or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the Titans that we see is like Titans East or something like that.
Even then, that Titans is kind of like not
Better?
real.
It's
I mean,
more like
it
it's
is.
the concept the show made.
Oh yeah, the concept of the show doesn't
Yeah.
technically exist.
But like in the show, like it's
the
canon.
show made a lot of stuff that's goated. Like Red X didn't exist either.
But it's-
Goated, but the
yeah.
song's
Go
Yeah,
with
now
it.
he's in the comics. Like
Yeah.
they made him
That's-
canon in the comics.
yeah.
He was such a fire
Also,
idea.
Jinx didn't exist either.
Really?
Yeah.
They have so many good ideas where the comic was like, yo, this is just
Yeah,
goated.
this is just good.
Like,
Take
put,
that whole-
put that in there, right?
Yeah, the Teen Titans show is just an actual innovator. They're insane. Also, the Control Freak.
Just look
He's-
up.
Red X.
Oh.
Yeah, Red X is
Yeah.
Robin. It's
Control
so
Freak
cool.
is also an original character too.
I think I knew that.
I think a lot of their villains are original. I think.
Yeah, pretty sure. Like
The magician
obviously
guy?
Slade exists and
Obviously, that's
Well,
never
Brother
exists.
Blood exists too, doesn't he?
Who?
Brother Blood. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
Brother
so
Blood
his
doesn't
organization, does that exist in the comics too? Or,
The Hive exists. Yes.
The Hive,
yeah,
yeah.
Hive
does
exists.
But it's like the whole squad with like the.
I think
forget the
Gizmo.
names.
Gizmo
Like
exists. I'm pretty
Gizmo,
sure.
there's Mammoth. Like, all of them exist in the
I
comics.
think
as well?
I think Gizmo exists. I'm pretty sure. I would have to look at it. But no.
But yeah, that show is definitely goated with the sauce for sure.
My brother was trying to watch it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it with you. And I thought it was on Hulu. It's on HBO Max though. And there's like so many shows only on HBO Max. So I'm like, fuck, I might as well just get HBO Max at this
HBO
point.
Max has everything DC.
Yeah.
And they have A24, Warner
Just
Brothers,
eight.
DC.
I was like, I might as well just get HBO Max at this point.
Yeah.
I was saying HBO Max is like the second best streaming platform next to Netflix.
That's why I just pirate everything because I'm a Firestick.
Yeah, but we have to watch it on TV, so it's like.
I do too.
Well, you know,
I'm
on Fire
Firestick.
Stick, you can pirate. How do you pirate on Fire Stick?
Oh, you never heard of that? People who
Tell
have
me
Fire
after. Tell
Sticks.
me after.
I would have to like get
Tell
you.
me right
I
now.
would have to get you a talking about my dad, but people who have Fire Sticks, they can like jailbreak it and like do stuff. with
Oh, you jailbreak.
Oh.
Okay. I thought it was like
You
you
should
can
admit
actually
to a
just like do
felony?
it.
it. Huh?
You submit to a
What's your
felony?
name?
I didn't say I did it.
Your name is.
You said your
Your
dad?
name is redacted.
You said your dad did a felony?
His name is.
Anyways, thank you
Thank you for
Thank you for
watching
watching
this
the
episode
podcast.
or
I gotta-
listening to
no,
this episode.
Can I do the outro?
Okay.
want
He's
to
already
go?
did the outro.
Well, no, you guys cut that part out. I mean,
No,
Just go.
no, cut it
No,
out, bro.
no,
Just
leave
go.
it in.
all right. No, but the biggest conspiracy theory that I believe in is that the government's actually silencing the Jowp podcast by taking away our likes and comments and subscribes. So go ahead and do that to go against the government. I think that'd be a really cool idea.
True.
True.
That's the
That's it.
That wasn't an outro.
That wasn't an outro.
And we'll see you next time.
No, you gotta be like listen to us on Spotify and Anchor.
Come on, bro. You know how
Come
this
on,
goes.
bro.
Whatever.
We'll add it in. No, we won't.
He's edit.